Yo, welcome to the panel, everybody. We have an interesting episode ahead of us. We will be breaking down the Central Division. We're going to talk about which team's going to come in first, which team's going to come in last. We're going to talk about the top players in that division. We're going to talk about certain teams' X factors, how they're going to win, or why they may lose. And essentially, just get down to the bottom of what's going to happen in the Central Division for the rest of the year. I got my man Jordan with me. I got Chilltown with me. And we're going to have a great episode today. What's up, fellas? Talk to me.
Running good, man. Running good. It's kind of weird to see you, Ron, because I feel like I just saw you yesterday. And I can't really choke the shit out you like I want to. But I'm down to do it. Down to do it.
So what happened? Did y'all get y'all choking session in or what?
Ron, I had to jump on Ron. As soon as I saw him, I had to jump on him.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. We got all that out the way. You know, we got some ones in on the court. We got some other things in. It was a good weekend, Jordan.
Who won the most ones?
We actually didn't even get no ones in.
Oh,
now that I think on it, we did we got a 2-on-2 in. That was fire. We got some full court in. We definitely got some shooting in. So it was cool.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's a good weekend. Good weekend.
Yeah. You ain't pull up, so I didn't really have nobody I could run the ones with.
No, man, I hurt my Achilles anyway. But
for real?
I got the late. Well, I didn't get a late invite, so you know how they go. We'll make it happen.
Next time, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we make it happen.
But your Achilles cool?
It's just sore, really, really sore. Like I'm talking about sore. Like I'm scared to do anything on it.
Got you.
Don't mess with that at Achilles. I don't play around with that, coach. I don't.
I ain't. That's like a 13-month injury recovery. So
yes,
I ain't
6 months in a boot. Nah, man.
Yeah,
I ain't playing with that. No.
I've been just chilling, man. For real. Yeah. I've been taking it easy. I ain't been to the gym. Nothing. I ain't doing none of that.
And stay with that.
You bet. I tell you that. Ain't gonna get me.
Nah, I feel it. Teddy Hart sent through an early super chat. He said, if there's an all-time king of the court tournament for your lives, and each of you had to select a non-all-star to represent you, who would y'all pick? P.S. Personally, I'll take Mike Bees.
That's a damn good question. Non-all-star, one-on-one. Bro, that's kind of tough because Jamal Crawford made the one-on-one team. I mean, made the All-Star team before.
Never.
Nah.
He never made the All-Star team?
Never had an All-Star. Nope, not one time.
But he can't beat Mike Beasley. Too small.
You said Mike Beasley's too small? Or Maul's too small?
Jamal Crawford too small for him.
Well, here's the thing. And Ron, can I see that super chat one more time? I'm sorry, unless it's already gone. King of the court tournament. I mean, the word is I'm your favorite player's favorite player. That's what Mike Beasley said.
That's what I'm saying. He's a bully out there too.
I'm your favorite player's favorite player. So I don't know how many one-on-one players are better than him. KD, Irv. I'm just talking about
KD better than him though. I don't know KD better than him in a one-on-one situation.
I don't know, man. Well, figure KD at 6'10", right? He don't need a lot of, and we're talking about parameters here, right, coach? So, all right, we ain't just talking about standing out and holding the ball 6, 7, 8, 9 dribbles. Nah, let's get right to it. You get three dribbles. I love KD in a one-on-one. You get 3 dribbles. I love Michael Beasley in a one-on-one.
That's what I'm saying. He's so strong.
Kyrie Irving. I love Kyrie Irving in a one-on-one. So I don't know how many players in the game are better one-on-one players than Michael Beasley at his best. Even in today's game. And I'm talking about the better one-on-one players like Luka, like KD. I think KD is a better one-on-one player than him. I won't argue that. I do think but I don't think it's by much. I think he'll give KD work. I definitely do think he'll give KD work, but I think KD will get him though. I do. I think KD
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be hard because one-on-one, if it's 3 dribbles too. Michael Beasley's so strong. He tall. Mm-hmm. He can literally go both ways. That left hand and him being left-handed is going to throw some people off guard because he play kind of awkward a little bit. Man, I don't know. It's not very many people that's beating him in one-on-one.
See, if you and he's 6'9", legit.
Yeah, and he about 230, 240, close to that.
Well, see, but here's the difference, though, Coach. We have guys who are bigger that try to play that rough game with KD. That doesn't work. No, that one-on-one rough game with KD, that doesn't work.
It don't work in a game setting because you always have fear of passing and stuff like that, or fear of the other team. But in a one-on-one setting, it's just me and you. I ain't got no fear of you doing nothing but what you finna do. So I don't know if that'll work. I don't. With 3 dribbles, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
You get 3 dribbles.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it bothers KD enough. I mean, I don't know if Mike can't. I don't know. That's a tough question.
We talking about a non-All-Star though. Who you guys taking to basically with your life on the line?
Nobody over Michael Beasley.
Yeah, not nobody over Michael.
And
Beasley,
I know you hate this, Ron, because you're a Seattle dude. Jamal Crawford is a mother. You know what? I ain't gonna argue that. But man, Michael Beasley matched up against any of these dudes. Here go my dough.
Non-All-Star.
I'm putting it on all of these dudes. That's non-All-Stars. I'll take Michael Beasley. 6'9", left-handed, can get to the rim in 2 dribbles. Stop and pop, pull up 1 dribble, can get to the middle of the lane.
Too.
Super duper athletic. Too. Yeah, I'll take Michael Beasley. As good as Jamal Crawford is with 3 dribbles.
Too small, bro.
I'll take
more not small though. And here's also the thing too. Beasley got to guard up too. In the same way y'all saying
bad on defense.
The same way y'all saying that Beasley too small and this, that, and the third. Beasley can't move his feet with Jamal. Jamal gonna have him out there tap dancing, moonwalking.
But it's only 3 dribbles. But if you give him 3 dribbles,
listen, no.
Well, first of all, Ron, let's get
Jordan. No,
I'm glad you brought that up.
I play defense.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Hey, Jamal gonna buy you like that. The minute he blow by you the first time, then he gonna hit you with the 1 dribble. And then he gonna pull up, and then so you like this dude can drive by me. This dude can pull up on 1-2 dribbles. This dude got headies out of this world. He got a crossover. He gonna cross you over from one elbow to the next elbow. And then he gonna do that the next time, and you think he gonna pull up there, and then he gonna hezzy you right there, and then go by you again. And then on top of that, Jamal Crawford is one of the toughest shot makers that the game has ever seen.
Yeah, I know.
Let me ask you this real quick, Joe. Let me ask you this, Ron, because you've seen him. How big is Jamal legit? Is he 6'6"?
Jamal is 6'6".
Legit. See, that's
Jamal is 6'6". He's 6'5", 6'6", but he got them long arms. Right. So I mean, he
Mike Beasley is 6'9". Mike Beasley is 6'9".
Jordan, I get that, but I'm saying like that, and that's also the reason why I'm saying he can't stay in front of Jamal. Jamal's too slender, too fast, too quick.
But listen though,
too many hezzies.
In a one-on-one situation where if they playing 3 dribbles, they pros, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna play 3 dribbles.
Right.
In a one-on-one situation, all of those moves that Jamal got, they can be predictable after the second dribble. Because
Jordan,
I know his first step is fast, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be predictable at the end with contact. Because you gotta understand in one-on-one, you pretty much play defense with a strategy. Like I'm gonna close in tight on you to make you go by me or whatever. And Beasley got enough length to recover.
Hey, all right, Jordan, I'm telling you, it's nothing that Michael Beasley can do with Jamal Crawford.
He does.
I understand on the other end, it's nothing that Jamal can really do with Beasley. It's nothing Michael Beasley can do with Jamal Crawford.
Man,
and on top of that, especially if they checking up for
first, he never getting
it. If they checking up for, and it's a chance that if Jamal get the ball, Beasley don't get it. If they checking up for,
it ain't make it take it, Ron. No, it's not make it take it. We ain't doing that.
Well, yeah, if Jamal get the ball first, it's a chance Beasley don't get it. Like Jordan, I think you forgetting how nice Jamal is.
No, I like Jamal Crawford. I just don't know, man. I seen him play in person, and I'm looking at Mike Beasley like in an open run, like, bro, god damn, like that ain't just Instagram highlights. Like I seen him guard John Wall too. Like I seen him sit down and try his best with John Wall, make a miss. John Wall's a tough cover too, but Mike, I've never seen nobody be able to stop him, bro. Like, period. Like, nothing. I'm talking about the best defense.
Just one-on-one. That's all we talking
about.
We ain't talking about 5-on-5. Clean the whole right side of the floor out. Clean the whole left side of the floor out. It's just you and me.
Yeah.
Bro, Mike Beasley is, bro, he a better defender than what you think he is, too. Like, when it comes down to competition, when he riled up, and he think he the best one-on-one player in the world. He's not just gonna let you just do what he gonna do and be handicapped.
He might be. And Ron, and
he don't really forget Ron. That.
Don't forget, Ron. I know your man, right? I do know your man. Like a lot of people forget that Jordan commercial with the 3 versions of Jordan, the older Jordan. That was Jamal Crawford he was playing against. I don't know if y'all know that.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
That was Jamal Crawford that he was playing against. But to Coach's point, when you talking about you got 3 dribbles, okay. After that second dribble, I do know how to cover you. I already got a plan on. Okay, if he's not getting by me after that, I know where you at, Ron. I do. I know exactly where you are, Ron. But this is what I'm thinking. Okay, I got 3 dribbles. If you ain't blowing by me after that first dribble, which Jamal has, I ain't gonna argue that. Jamal's got that. He's got that blow by move with that first dribble. If you ain't blowing by me with that first dribble, that second dribble, you got to get by me. Because if you ain't getting by me after that second dribble, you're going to have to make a tough shot on that third dribble. You're going to have to. Because I'm on you.
And to Ron's point about Jamal Crawford, he gets better with more dribbles for sure. Like, because he's able to handle it in any circumstance, any tight spot, and he's fast. He can go by you. But 3 dribbles, you kind of limit his creativity. Not saying that he's not creative, but now he has to be a downhill driver, and he's more of a mid-range jump. He's more of a mid-range jump shooter than a downhill driver.
Right. Jordan, here's the thing. It's almost like with guys like, and you guys, chat, y'all gonna trip when I say this. But chill. Remember when we was with Tremaine, he was saying I'm harder to guard in 3 dribbles. I believe I'm harder to guard in 3 dribbles too, because my game has to be decisive. When I have too many dribbles, it's like I'm playing with you and I'm damn near trying to break you down. Right. In 3 dribbles, I know I have to get to a spot. I know if you cut me off here, I get to go behind the back, and then I got to pull up there, or maybe I get a chance to step back. And that's another thing too. Like Jamal got three dribbles to really boom, 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 and either get off a shot or blow by you. But also too, what you guys are like, and y'all, I'm not saying that Jamal beats Mike Beasley one-on-one. I'm just saying that it ain't nothing the same way that Mike Beasley can't do nothing with Jamal. It's nothing that Jamal or that Beasley can do nothing with Mike.
But also if you put it to the point when Mike Beasley guarding, he guarding up top. So that physicality, not saying Jamal can't handle physicality, but can you handle it every single time down? Like, can you handle this every time? You're gonna try to go by me? I'm gonna put my chest on you, and I'm 6'9" with whatever wingspan.
Jordan, you do know like Maul seen the best defenders in the league.
Yes, it wasn't nobody that could do
what?
Not with just 3 dribbles though.
Maul in an actual game, he don't got 20 dribbles.
No. Maul, I watched Maul with the Clippers.
Maul will pound it. Maul was
pounding that ball.
Maul the pound the rock, but yo, I'm telling you, like Maul he really don't need 3 dribbles. Maul need 2 dribbles. You gotta understand who you think. Yo, think about who you dealing with. Like Maul shoot from the logo.
Right.
That's what he do.
But it ain't gonna be nothing that Mike Beasley ain't never seen. Like he play KD in one-on-one all the time.
Well, yeah.
Like that's nothing that he ain't never seen. But Beasley gonna be something that that Jamal ain't never guarded or been able to stop.
I mean, Maul has checked
he
up.
Ain't guarding Mike.
Maul has checked up with everybody in the league.
Yes, but he ain't guard. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this, Ron. So Jamal Crawford, because now we in 3 dribbles, we in a phone booth.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
we it's not, the floor isn't as wide open as it is as if with 3 dribbles. We're in a phone booth, and I'm gonna crowd you in that phone booth. How can Jamal Crawford consistently get by a guy like Mike Beasley? Who's tall? Who's we're in a phone booth now.
Two things. He's not in a phone booth. He actually has more room. It's no help. In one dribble, Jamal Crawford, and it's the same thing with Mike Beasley. It's the same thing with all of these guys. I didn't see Devin Booker in one dribble take that one dribble, and then like that running fadeaway shot, Jordan, where you take that one dribble and then you bounce it out and take a couple steps into your 1-2.
Yeah.
Like he in one dribble, he can get from the top of the 3-point line to damn near the corner with that running step back. Do you know the one that Mike James hits?
I know. But I'm saying
he not
Jamal
boxed
ain't
in.
gonna be 100%. Jamal ain't gonna be 100% shooting from the field, man. I'm saying Mike Beasley is going to probably be about 98% on Jamal, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not fighting that, bro. I'm not fighting that. I'm just
Jamal got to do that and still make all the shots. Because the moment he miss, it's a wrap.
Now, before we transition, Ron, just two more guys. How does Mike Beasley? How does he fare against Lamar Odom?
Prime Lamar Odom, I would probably still take Mike Beasley.
How about CJ McCollum?
Killing CJ McCollum.
Yeah, CJ a little too small, but that also the thing
and
too.
I'm gonna keep 3 dribbles.
I'm gonna keep. No, he don't. yo, coach. No, he don't. These dudes like CJ and Jamal, they can create. Mike Beasley's too big and slow. He can't. It's easier for them to create separation on a guy like Mike Beasley than it is on a guy that's their size or a guy that's smaller than them.
Yes, but listen though, the fact that they gotta consistently make that jump shot because they ain't getting nothing.
Okay, I'll give you that.
That's the problem, Mike. And I'm saying Mike Beasley is going to consistently score on them at all times. He's going to consistently do whatever he want to do on them. That's the problem. Them not being able to score.
I just think
that's the thing. That's what they do.
That's what I'm saying.
Jamal's a professional scorer. CJ's a professional scorer. These guys, these two dudes live in the mid range.
Yeah.
These two dudes live on that step back. And here's also the thing too. I know we see it in game situations. We see these dudes going in game situations. You got to understand in the game situation, you tired, you getting up the floor, you got to play a little more defense. It's other factors. You might not shoot for 2 or 3 possessions. When I'm going 1-on-1 and I get to shoot every shot, I'm fully in rhythm. So now my percentages is gonna go up because I don't have to worry about all that stuff.
But hold on, but if Mike Beasley is pushing up on Jamal Crawford, I'm talking about it's physical. He might score 1, he might get to 4. If the game is to 11 or the game is to 12, that's gonna slow down. He pushing up on. I'm telling you, Mike Beasley he lives for 1-on-1 more than he lives for the NBA.
I mean, be that as it may, that's not gonna stop him from getting fried on defense. Like Jordan, this is the only thing that I'm not buying is the Mike Beasley defense. Offensively, you got it. It's nothing that Mike Beasley can do with none of these guys that we've mentioned. He cannot stay in front of CJ McCollum.
Crowding him. That's it. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm not.
Jordan,
okay.
What?
I've seen Mike Beasley stay in front of John Wall, bro. Like John Wall, like sitting down guarding that because he's so big. He's so strong. Like once you try to go by, once you hit my shoulder or my chest, you slow down, and I can recover.
Not consistently, Jordan.
Right, but they're not gonna consistently take them bumps and keep shooting it like that. They're not gonna consistently keep doing that.
I'm just thinking about Ron. I ain't thinking about him being Herb Jones. I ain't thinking about him being Alex Caruso. I'm just thinking about him crowding Jamal. I'm just thinking about him crowding Jamal Murray. I'm not Jamal
Crawford.
Jamal Crawford. I'm thinking about him crowding Jamal Crawford. Since we're on the subject of Jamal Murray, how does Jamal Murray fare against Jamal Crawford? I mean, against Mike Beasley.
Mike Beasley fries him too.
Oh, he is a non-All-Star, huh?
Because
he fries him too, bro.
We talking about the king of the court here with 3 dribbles. I like that Michael Beasley Lamar Odom matchup because in terms of size at 6'8" and 6'10", it's Jamal Crawford and Mike Beasley 6'8", and 6'6". How does and with Lamar Odom being left-handed, just like Beasley is left-handed. I think his handle is nicer. I think he got a better mid-range, and I think he a better shot creator than Mike. I think he could be a better shot creator than
Lamar. Better shot creator than
Lamar Odom? I don't think I don't think you give it. Let me take that back. I don't think he's a better shot creator. Let me rephrase that. I think he's really good at creating shots. I don't think he's a better shot creator than Michael Beasley. I'm not going to say that, but I think he's really good at creating his own shot. Great at creating his own shot. So the question that needs to be answered is with Michael Beasley, can he create better shots than Lamar Odom? That's the $1 million question. Because I already know how you feel, Ron, about Jamal Crawford. You probably thinking he can create better shots than Michael Beasley, and that's going to be. I
don't necessarily think he'll create better shots. The thing about it is they both tough shot makers.
Yeah, like Michael Beasley is more of a tougher shot maker than Lamar Odom.
I can't say that, bro. Go back and watch what Jamal do. Jamal shoots with hands in his face.
No, we talking about
CJ shoots with hands in his face. Okay, that's a little different.
But
his game is completely different than everybody else.
But regardless, Michael Beasley makes the most tough shots, bro. Like the spin, because you think you got him dead to rights. He gonna spin, turn, fade. You think you got him down? He got an up and under dunk. You think you got him down? He got a hezzy pull with the left hand. He can go hezzy with the right hand. He can go between the legs, hezzy pull. He can go so much because he's 6'9" and he shoot the ball on top of his head. Like, so he don't really see you. You can't affect his shot. This myth about Mike Beasley, this myth about Mike Beasley, this not no real, this not a myth. This is facts. Like, watch him. Watch him.
Again.
And they do them runs in Miami all the time. I know y'all be seeing it.
I'm your favorite player's favorite player.
Who be flying?
That's all.
Yeah, Mike Beasley him, and we could just leave it at that. Like Mike Beasley ain't nothing to play around with.
So is Jamal Crawford. Let's not just scale up Jamal Crawford.
I'm not scaling up. I think Jamal beat a lot more people. I just think he's just not beating Mike Beasley. Like I would take Jamal Crawford over Jamal Murray in a one-on-one session. I would take Jamal Crawford in that. But as far as Mike Beasley, it's only a few guys you can put in that category, and KD would probably be one of them. I don't think Kyrie beats him. He's too small. Like, and I've heard stories about Shumpert playing Kyrie Irving in one-on-one. And Shumpert, like, I beat him all the time because he's too small at the end of the day. Like, he's great, but you only going to do that 5 or 6 times. The game is to 11 or 12.
Yeah, another guy, too, that I wanted to throw out there that I would consider is J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith was a damn good one-on-one player.
Nice. He said he beat Kyrie Irving a lot, too, but
he is a damn good one. And by the way, I just seen him probably a month ago, Ron. He was down here in South Florida. I ended up, he a bit of 6'6". Ain't nothing 6'3" or 6'4" about him. He a bit of 6'6".
And I'm not talking about Cleveland JR. I'm not talking about the older JR.
Pelicans JR?
Yeah. Hey, y'all would have to no, Denver. New Orleans is cool. He was just a little younger. Denver may be the first year in New York, but I'm talking about J.R. Smith. I'm talking about J.R. Smith that'll come and windmill on your ass. I'm talking about J.R. that don't care if his hands in his face. He's shooting from the logo. That J.R. Smith. I'm talking about 1 dribble pull up J.R. I'm talking about 2 dribble step back pull up J.R. Acrobatic in the air. That J.R. Smith. If he sees the ball in, if he sees the ball go in, y'all know what type of microwave he was. J.R. Smith see the ball go in 2 or 3 times. It's a 30-point night.
Listen though. I hear you. Them guys good against Jamal Murray. That's that tier. Mike Beasley, you got to go get KD for him. You can't go get them guys. You got to go get KD for him, bro. Like that's what I'm like. You got to go get Carmelo Anthony, KD. LeBron not gonna play.
James Harden.
You got to get James Harden. You can't get these guys like JR. You ain't gonna be able. They too small. Like if you watch Mike Beasley play, no small guard has a chance. You think about a guy who had all of these issues, right, in the NBA. I'm talking about more off the court issues than anybody has ever seen. It's not like he passes the ball, like that's what they get him on the order play defense. But why do they keep giving him all these opportunities, all these chances?
Because he's nice as hell. That's why.
You talking about what he did in college, number one. Not a lot of people ever done that in college. Man, it's just it's some things you can't doubt. And Mike Beasley one-on-one game, that's not up for question.
All right, y'all. Shout out Mike Beasley. One of them ones. Y'all know what it is.
For sure.
Multi Kenny sent through a members chat. Shout out to Multi Kenny. He is one of our honored Hall of Famers over here at PC. He said, shout out to PC Weekend. The in-person vibes was so great to witness. Regarding the topic, I'm just hoping the Bulls don't suck. That's all I have to hope for.
It's always dope to see these dudes, man. And actually, the vibe is different. I mean, even though we with each other every day, the vibe is different when we in the room together. That was dope.
Impanzu, been a member for 9 months, sent through the members chat. He said, yo, I'm back. I've heard some generational fumbles / bad takes these past months. For the shout out, Dub Goofies, Dub Chat, and Dub the panel. For sure, L host, Ron.
Garbage. Trash. Garbage. Get him out of it.
Panzu, you should have let us know the bad takes and the fumbles that you heard too.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, Jaylen has been a member for 8 months and sent through a members chat saying happy birthday to Chauncey and Cade, Dub Detroit. It's Cade Cunningham's birthday?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know how people be knowing this. Maybe they follow the Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shout out to Kid Cade and shout out to Legend Chauncey too.
Legend.
The other super chat about
Yo, Ox, your mic low.
Can't hear you, Ox. Yeah.
All right, hold on, I'll turn it up.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to them. Happy birthday. So what? Cade's 22 right now. 23. Yep, he just turned 23.
Better?
A little bit.
How about now?
But speaking of Cade, let's go ahead and get into this Central Division. We are going to start with the Detroit Pistons, actually. And then we're going to talk about all 5 teams briefly. And then we are going to rank these teams in terms of how we believe they will finish in the division. I want to talk about who you guys think are the best players in the division and just spend a little time on the Central Division. But as for the Detroit Pistons,
Still.
what are you guys looking forward to seeing with the Detroit Pistons this year? Or looking forward to not seeing?
More heart. I'm looking for them playing with more heart, with more focus, with more energy. And I think they do that with JB Bickerstaff. I think they'd be a lot tougher. Like, they was just not a tough team. Like, not only are you a bad team, you're just not a tough team. Like they play tough for spurts. And then the game goes along and it just eases up. And it just looked like you're going through the motions out there. I don't want to see that from them this year. I want to see them try. I want to see them put a lot of pressure on a lot of people. It's gonna be interesting. Go ahead.
Wouldn't that be from a leadership standpoint? So I think that was largely due. I think that was largely due to who they had at the helm, because they got tough guys. I mean, Isaiah Stewart is one of the toughest guys in the league, right?
Fake tough guy.
You think he's a fake tough guy? I don't think so. I think he's I definitely think he's one of the toughest guys in the league. And I'm not a big fan of bullies, but I do think he's one of the toughest guys in the league. But all of that, and they got Paul Reed, so they got dirty work guys. They got tough guys, right? They got Malik Beasley over there, who at the shooting guard spot, who can shoot it. But all of that comes down to what they have at the helm. JB Bickerstaff is going to demand more from those guys. So I think we're going to see a better team defensively. Ron, you already know how I feel about Jaylen Duren. I think he's going to be on the Olympic team in 28, because I think that's how highly I feel about what JB Bickerstaff is
on Jaylen Duren.
The reason why I feel like that is because defensively, I feel like JB Bickerstaff can turn him around. That's number one.
Yeah, for sure.
Number two, the Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey duo. I think we're going to see that more this season than what we saw last year. I think that with both of those guys together, I think that with I'm thinking about Cunningham being more with the basketball. I'm thinking about them playing faster now, because Jaden Ivey's a really good transition player. I like him. So
do you think he start?
He should have started last year.
I agree, but I'm just saying, do you think he starts?
Yes, I do. I do think he starts this year. He should have started last year. So now I think you got your backcourt. Now it's just a matter of mentality. You got Tobias Harris, who's going to play the 3, but
his fourth time in Detroit. He ought to be tired of coming to Detroit Pistons.
Thompson is going to play behind him, I think. I do think Thompson is going to play behind him. And I think that with Thompson playing behind him, he's only going to play behind him for a little while, because they can move Thompson to the 4. Detroit's going to be a lot better this year than people give him credit for. That 28 straight losses, Detroit Pistons, no, I don't think they're going to be that bad.
When you say a lot better, Chip, what do you mean by a lot better? Like, if you could give
30
me
games?
How many games?
So 15 games they won last year. 14. I think that was it 14 or 15? I'm sorry.
14.
14 games. Okay. I think they knocking on 24, 25 wins this year. And I think they in more dog fights this year than they were in last year.
I give them 30. I actually give them 30. The reason why I give them 30 is because they add guys like Tobias Harris, who in those close games, he'll be all right for them. He adds something that they still got Bogey.
No.
Okay, but he
30
adds 30
in the East. They damn near fighting for the playoffs.
They will be, because the Atlanta Hawks are gonna be trash.
Jordan.
What?
We gotta talk about the whole Central Division. Don't make me do this for the second straight summer.
Play in.
Look, no. Jordan.
Listen, the
hold
Hawks
on,
will be
wait.
trash.
30
Okay,
wins,
you mentioned the Hawks. What about the other 13 teams in the league outside of Detroit? Jordan, this is what I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. You said that they'll be a lot better. And the
30.
name you mentioned to me in the chat and Chill and Ox was Tobias Harris.
He makes them a lot better. Who was they? Tobias
No.
last year?
He makes Cade's life a whole lot easier. He does not make this team better. He does not make this team a whole lot better.
Wouldn't that make them better, Ron? If we had somebody that makes somebody else's life easier, your primary ball handler, his life is easier. Wouldn't that make them better if we're doing that?
Yes, but no, because they still don't have the prerequisites and the necessary talent and just the experience to go from 14 wins to 30 wins. Listen, Chill, they're going to be in dogfights, but they still going to be getting their neck wrung. They're gonna be in close. They're gonna be in a lot more close games. But Chill, you still got to learn how to win those close games.
Listen though, Ron. Tobias Harris gonna be probably an 18 to 20 point scorer per game in Detroit.
In the words of Ox, somebody got to score.
I know that sounds ridiculous, Ox.
But look though. But Cade Cunningham,
it don't sound ridiculous.
Cade Cunningham elevates his game now. Like Cade Cunningham might be around 22 and 7.5. Now Jalen Duren's gonna give you a solid 10 every game. What's his name? It's not Amin Thompson. What's the other one's name? Asar. Asar is gonna give you 7.5. Let's bump that up to maybe 11.5. You still got Jaden Ivey, who they're gonna do something with. Their defense is going to be
that's like 60 points you just named.
All right, that's 60 points. Now let's go with the other guys on the team.
You got to score 120 nowadays.
Not if you're playing good defense. You don't have to score 120. You can kind of muck the game.
Who playing good defense over there?
The Detroit Pistons will be because they have the athletes. It's not going to be very many teams more athletic than the Detroit Pistons coming into this season.
That's not what makes a good defense at just being athletic. That's not going to
energy. Yes, you're right. But you got a leader. You're gonna have the energy, and
the leader is who? Tobias?
No, the leader is JB Bickerstaff. That's the guy who's going to demand you to play defense.
I was hoping you was going to say that.
Yeah, that's the guy that's going to demand you to play defense. Even though I think what's his name is a fake tough guy. Who's the what's his name?
Isaiah Stewart.
I think he's a fake tough guy. But him being a backup center is a really good backup center to Jaylen Duren. Mm-hmm. Really good backup center. So you kill with that, and you got Tobias Harris, and I don't know if Asar Thompson back him up or what, but you got that. You still got Jaden Ivey. You still got who's the other kid that they
Ron Holland.
Not Ron Holland. I like Ron Holland though, but the kid that came from University of Houston is gonna be pretty good with the Sasser.
Marcus.
Yes, I'm bro. They gonna get beat, but they ain't gonna roll over. That's why I got them winning 30 games. They got beat a lot of times.
30 games is such a stretch, bro.
That's a 100% improvement, Ron. I mean, I don't know if I'm going that far. I'm not doing that, right?
Still, 20 games is an improvement. But here's my thing too. With these guys, I'm not necessarily looking at the record. I'm like, if I'm JB, I'm not concerned about what our record is. I'm concerned about all my young guys growing. I'm concerned about Tobias and Malik Beasley coming in and being the influences that these younger guys need. Tobias, teach Ron Holland how to be a professional. Malik
Beasley gonna teach you that.
Yeah, Malik, teach Jaden Ivey how to be a professional. Tim Hardaway. Facts. Teach Cade Cunningham. I forgot about Tim. See, we didn't even mention Tim. Tim Hardaway. Teach Cade Cunningham how to be a professional. Teach him how to play with floor. And so look, Tim, Malik, and Tobias, I like that. But even with that being said, you can put those three guys out there, and you can put Jaylen Duren and Cade Cunningham. They're still probably a top 5 team in the worst team in the league.
But look, hold on, Ron. Everything that you said, you just named a backup to a starter. That's not what a lot of teams have. A lot of teams don't have.
What do you mean a backup to a starter?
You name the number 1 guy, and then you can name a number 2 guy. Yes, but I'm saying when the number 1 guy comes off the floor, they don't lose as much. All the starters that was pretty much there last year, you replace them with guys like maybe Tim Hardaway, or you replace Dave minutes with guys like Tim Hardaway.
Who as of today, who is their starting 5? So I'm thinking Cade at the 1,
obviously.
I think Ivy at the 2,
yeah.
Tobias at the 3,
yeah.
Who's playing the 4? That's the $1 million question. Is Thompson going to play the 4?
I think they go Thompson. They spent a lot of money on Thompson and drafting him that high. You have to go Thompson.
Tobias playing the 3 in Detroit.
Or Sar can play the 3 and Tobias can play the 4.
And then
it's 3-4. It's one or the other. You know.
And then you go Jalen Duren.
Sound like a sorry ass squad. That's what I'm hearing.
No. Hold on.
That's
what I'm hearing.
Look, but hold on. No,
that's because I know how you feel about.
But look. This is the thing though. This is the thing with people don't understand about having a team like this, right? Since there's no true superstar on the team, no true guy that's going to be an all-star. Now it makes the team a lot more versatile. They might not give you that punch that you need, but the fact that they can spread that ball around, the fact that they can, not play to somebody need 30 shots, that helps them out. It's a little bit harder to defend. All they got to do is compete. That's what Doc Rivers did with the Clippers when Tobias Harris was one of their best players.
This team is going to be predicated on defense. That's JB.
Absolutely.
That's JB Bickerstaff's mark. So I think that he turns Jaylen Duren into a better rim protector. I think that the skill set is already there. I just don't think the know-how is there yet. That's where the teaching comes in. That's where the coaching comes in, right? Understanding when to block shots, when to back off, understanding not how to foul. Then you add in both Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham's 6'8". As long as Cade Cunningham is as wiry as he is, bro. Right? As long as he is and as wiry as he is, he should be better on defense. I've seen Ivey compete. That thing was a wash right from the beginning because they didn't know what they were doing with him. But now that JB Bickerstaff actually has a plan on what he's going to do with both these two guys in the backcourt and turn these guys into defenders, and there's going to be more stability there because we already know that he wants that job. Otherwise, he wouldn't have taken that job. We know that he wants that job. So with that being said, now what does that leave me with? That leaves me with Tobias Harris, which I already know how you feel about him, Mox. That's fine. But as a vet, I'm still going to get 16 to 18 a game from him. Right? I'm still going to
you're gonna get 18 to 20 with him.
I'm thinking about an older guy. He's 32 years old and he's playing with a bunch of young guys. So I'm going to get 16 to 18 a game from him. Plus Jaylen Duren cleaning glass, being a better defender, being a better rim protector, being a better paint presence. Cade Cunningham now actually learning how to play and being a better distributor, them speeding up the game and them being better defensively. I could see them knocking on the door 25 wins this year. I could see that.
I got 25 to 30.
I can see anywhere between maybe 21 and 23 for sure. My thing is
hold on,
real quick, because the NBA is really good. Like the NBA is really good right now. Even the East is good. Like who they gonna play with? They'll play with Charlotte, Washington, Utah.
Chicago Bulls suck now.
Yeah, I guess
take the Chicago Bulls off. Take the Atlanta Hawks off. That's more wins that they can get. That's more wins that they can get.
So they can't. They're not going to be Cleveland. They're not going to be Orlando. They're not going to be Milwaukee.
They probably beat Cleveland once. They're going to be Cleveland once.
Do you want to stay in the division, or you do you want to stay in the division, or do you want to, or do you want to just go with the Eastern Conference? Because in the division In the division, Cleveland, Milwaukee, Chicago. You got Cleveland, Milwaukee, right. Chicago, Indiana, and Detroit.
Yep. Yeah. So in the division, what they might be able to play with Chicago, and that's it. The other three teams are way better than them.
They're way better than them, but they play them 4 times. All they gotta do is win one game on them. But listen,
they can do that.
Listen though. Remember when what's his name took the job for the Rockets? I forget his name already.
Not Silas, but Udoka?
No, definitely not Silas. Udoka, right? The Rockets were the worst team in the NBA.
Garbage.
Okay. Now you added some vets around the stars that they are, or the young stars that they already had, and you changed the culture of them. And the Rockets were a decent team last year.
It was knocking on the playoff door.
Knocking on the playoff door.
Yeah,
decent team.
On the door.
The Rockets got a way better roster than Detroit.
Not way better, but
100% better.
Yes,
it's a lot.
No, I'm talking about from last year. I'm talking about from the last year when Ime Udoka first year.
Yeah, that roster is just better.
Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green. I'm gonna take Cade Cunningham over Jalen Green, even though I'm biased. But even if I'm not being biased, I'm taking.
We don't gotta
Cade
match
Cunningham.
them up like that. Like we could just go.
Why not?
Down team because that's just not how it works. Like the whole entire roster.
Keep going.
But look, what I'm saying is Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, out. The what's his name? The kid you like a lot, Chill.
Smith.
From Auburn.
Smith.
Yeah, Jabari.
Smith, like Jabari Smith.
But their team, they're not only are they like better, but they're better basketball players, and they are better at basketball as a whole.
But you give me Jabari Smith, I can give you now Tobias Harris. That's the same player.
No, it is not. Hell no.
It is the same player.
No
That's
way.
The same
player. Absolutely
Today,
not.
they are the same player.
Today are playing great defense.
Today, they are the same player. Jabari Smith,
today,
3 or 4 years from now,
today, Jabari Smith is a far better defender than Tobias Harris.
He's a better defender. The only difference is that Tobias Harris is a vet, and I'll give Tobias Harris.
That's why I said today it's the same.
Okay, well, Tobias Harris is a vet, but what am I looking at when I look at Jabari Smith? I'm looking at a 6'10" guy who can defend. I'm looking at a 6'10" guy who plays hard in transition, who's a great finisher, who can knock down mid-range shots. He can even knock down the long ball. And
Tobias
he's getting better as a
long ball
player.
at like 40%.
Yeah, and he does shoot the long ball at 40%. Right. But you know what else he'll do? He'll disappear. This young kid.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
This young kid, if he disappears on offense, I'm gonna get something on the defensive end from him. That's not gonna happen with Tobias Harris. I'm taking Jabari Smith over Tobias Harris every day.
I gotta bring it back to Detroit though.
Not a better. I don't think Jabari Smith a better player than Tobias right now. Not today.
I need y'all to tell me who, before we move on to the next team. I got 2 more questions. Who's Detroit's X factor this year?
Tobias.
Tobias.
I think it's Tobias. I think Tobias, when shit is going bad, I think Tobias saves them from 0-20 runs.
Yo, Jordan, what have you seen from Tobias Harris that lately in the past 3 seasons that shows you that he changed? When have you ever seen Tobias Harris in the past 3 seasons put the squad on his back at all?
It's not about him putting the squad on his back.
Cade Cunningham is going to allow that.
But hold on. It's not about putting the squad on his back. The Tobias Harris that y'all are complaining about is him playing in a tough role with Joel Embiid.
I'm just reporting the news.
No, but I'm just saying. Okay, report the news. The guys that y'all saying that about, the guys that y'all saying that about is playing on a team like Philadelphia where roles can get a little funny for you, especially when you come from a team like the Clippers. Remember when he was with the Clippers without all them stars? He's a decent player with them. Yeah, really good. Similar kind of setup.
He was like almost 18 to 20 a game. He was averaging.
Yeah. But
he was 27.
But he went to a team where he had to sit in the corner and watch guys do.
No, because Jordan, because there was times, especially in the playoffs, when they needed him to get out that corner and show up, and he couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. There was times. There was times. Third year, he averaged 19 a game. All Philly needed was Tobias Harris to step up and get busy, and he could not do it. Yes, what you're talking about was 4 or 5 years ago. He was 26, 27 years old. Not only has he taken a step back, but he's become a docile animal. Who was once a predator has become a docile animal. He is predator. He has been domesticated. He cannot hunt. He cannot hunt.
But you looking at
Ron, do you remember 20? Do you remember almost 20 a game? Tobias Harris, he was damn good.
He was damn near 20 a game. Why do you think
Ox talks about him like he does? That's why Ox talk about him like him.
Go chill. He was a young man.
All right. Let's go 2 years ago. Let's go 2 years ago.
He doesn't do that no more.
Let's go 2 years ago.
Talk about him
with 17 points a game. Well, let's go 2 years ago with 17 points a game.
Didn't he average that last year? Wasn't he like 17 a game last year?
17 last year too. I'm just saying, since we want to talk about Tobias like this with less shots. You talking about Tobias who's sitting in the corner. I'm not on the train that Tobias Harris is Detroit superstar. That's not what I'm on a train about. I am saying that he's a vet. I'm saying he saves them from going on a team putting a 20-0 run on them because they can't put the ball in the basket. I'm saying Tobias Harris can get the ball in the basket at least. He gives them that stability. It's consistency. Sometimes young teams just need consistent players. They didn't have no consistent players last year. Sometimes, and they added consistent players with Tim Hardaway Jr. and Tobias Harris. Sometimes, and Malik Beasley. Sometimes that's all a young team need. I
know for sure I'm a bigger Tim Hardaway fan than anybody up here. And did you see what happened to him last year? Have you seen what Tim Hardaway Jr. has turned into?
But I think it's different when the roles change. And I think the different when the roles change, bro. You playing with Luka and Kyrie where you sit in the corner all day. Like that's very difficult. Put him on a team where defense is the front line of our team. Where defense is on the front line of our team. Put them in them roles where now they can hoop. They know they're gonna get the ball now because they ain't got to sit in the corner and wait for ISO all day. That's different.
Chill. Yes, I need your X factor for the Detroit Pistons.
I think it's Ivy. I do. I think Ivy is going to be the difference. I think he's going to be a lot better for them. I think as a defender, he's going to lock down a little bit more. I mean, he was a really good transition player in college and a really good one-on-one player. And I think him playing off Cade Cunningham this year with the scheme that they have with JB Bickerstaff, which he kind of had that with Darius Garland and Mitchell, where I think they set up Cade Cunningham to just be more of a distributor this year and not as much of a scorer, and get them other guys involved like Ivy, push the pace a little bit, make them a faster team, because a lot of that's going to be predicated on them playing defense. They're going to be a faster team and end up getting turnovers. So a guy like Ivy, I think he can push the pace, speed the game up, and when we get in the half court, look for him a little bit more to get him going. I think he could be that X factor.
I'm going to go with my man UGK, baby. He said, I think Holland produces right away. I've seen it from Ivy. It's hard for me to trust Ivy from what I've seen. I've seen Malik Beasley's career. It's hard for me to trust him. Tim Hardaway. Tobias.
Ron? What kind of stability has Detroit actually had at the helm? I ain't even talking about with
Jaden Ivey?
Yeah, what kind of stability have they had? I feel like this crew right now with JB Bickerstaff, this is the first time that they've actually had some stability. This guy wants this job, and I think he's going to be there for a while. And with him being there, he can actually hone these players.
Chill. My thing is, and you're right. My thing is, I've seen 2 years of Jaden Ivey, and it hasn't been very impressive.
Monty Williams is a weird ass coach, bro.
He had a coach before Monty Williams too. I'm saying, like, and I'm not saying it was like I understand it was shit. It's hard to turn shit into sugar. I get that. Yeah. All I'm saying is I've seen 82 games of him in 2 different iterations, and it didn't look very good.
15 and 16, not bad, but
it's hard for me to just have a good perception of him. Now with Ron Holland, on the other hand, he's a rookie coming into the same situation. You guys are high on JB Bickerstaff. Well, JB Bickerstaff's his coach too. He was a top 10 pick. He got tools to be very good in the NBA. I think that it's a chance that he comes in and produces right away. He's a big wing. He's athletic. Why can't he be good?
Y'all might see Jaden Ivey really hit a stride next year. Like, you might see him really hit a stride, especially if he becomes a far better defender. Like, y'all might really see that 16 points a game or 15 points a game, turning that into a good 19, 20 with him and Cade running.
If he's 20 a game, they way better.
That's what I'm saying. And he's due for 20 points a game. He's due for that. He went from 16. What he averages his rookie year, 15 to 16, into he averaged 16 points a game his rookie year, and then 15 next year. He's due for a breakout season, Ron. He due for that.
I could see it though. That's why I definitely see it.
I got Jaden for sure. I think Jaden going to be the one that has to step up for them to take the next leap.
And also too,
he got the capability. He got the capability.
Right? Because this is the 2-part question. Who's your X factor, and who are you most looking forward to? The guy I'm most looking forward to is Asar. I'm really looking for him to be, because he was number 4, went number 4 last year. He an athletic freak. He a defensive monster. I'm looking for him to, add a couple things to his bag. I'm not necessarily saying he's gonna shoot 37% from 3, but he can get downhill. He could get out in the fast break and certain things like that. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does, and if he's able to take a step forward and really provide something for this team. I'm high on his brother, so I'm not gonna say I'm equally as high as on him, but I'm curious to see what he's gonna look like.
He's a good player. He do a lot of stuff on the stat sheet that don't show up.
Them boys gonna let y'all down. I'm trying to tell you.
They ain't gonna let me down. I got 30 games. They ain't let me down.
I ain't talking about Detroit. I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about a minute Asar?
Yeah.
Man, tough, man. I mean, it's gonna be tough.
But all right,
all in all, Ron, we got them last place, bro.
Okay.
They're gonna be better than Chicago, maybe though, because Zach LaVine ain't gonna play. Watch.
All right, the next team I'm gonna move on to is the Cleveland Cavaliers. I need you guys to talk to me about how you feel about this team and some of the moves that they've made this offseason.
Well, y'all know how I feel about Cleveland. I wouldn't be surprised if they was in the East Finals this year. I think they're top 3 seed. I think they're a top 3 seed. They've gotten better over the course of the last 3 years. I think Donovan Mitchell and
who did they get that helps them improve?
Well, that's the thing. See, that's the thing right there. You don't have to get anybody to help you improve. When they got Donovan Mitchell, they already had Darius Garland, 22 years old, Jared Allen, 23 years old, Evan Mobley, 21 years old, Okoro, 20 years old. They got Strus. They got Strus, who's a shooter. I'm not big on him, but he can shoot. Okoro has gotten better at the long ball line, and that helps. So they got Wade back this season. Not only did they get Wade back, they got one of the better rotation players in Karis LeVert. And just like we just got finished talking about JB Bickerstaff, Kenny Atkinson is a damn good coach. And I think that they're going to be better defensively this year. So with as good as Donovan Mitchell is, with Darius Garland learning how to play off of him, because that was a transition. I go from being a second-year All-Star to now you bringing a dude. So now you bringing a dude who's better than me, and I got to take a step back. I think that kind of slowed him down. But now I feel like he's learning how to. I think he's going to be better playing off of him this year. I think Evan Mobley. I think he's the defensive player of the year this year because I think Evan Mobley, with what he does defensively, man in the paint, cleaning glass, being a rim protector, I think he's a lot smarter with him and Jared Allen, and what just with that division alone. I think they're a top 3 seed. I would not be surprised if they ended up in the East Finals this year, considering what they did in the previous years.
I think this is the last year that they tried at Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. And I think if it don't work by the All-Star break, one of them is going to get traded. That's what I think.
If they end up in the East Finals, let's just say for the sake of argument they end up in the East Finals, right? I'm projecting here. Let's just say for the sake of argument they end up in the East Finals and both Darius Garland and Mitchell play good. Do we need to upgrade at this spot? Like, okay, we're close because you got two decisions that you got a decision that you have to make, Jordan. The decision is okay. If we make it to the East Finals, okay, we've improved every year. We went from a play-in team to a playoff team to a semifinals team. Now we're in the East Finals. Okay, we're getting close. Do we stick with this group and continue to get better, or do we now take a chance and upgrade and move one of these guys? Do we move Darius Garland, whose contract I think is coming up after next, not this season coming up, but after next season, I think it's coming up. So now you got to make a decision. I understand the small backcourt thing. I do get that part, right? But I mean, I watched CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. They was in the NBA. They was in the Western Conference Championship. The problem was Dame didn't commit. Dame wouldn't commit defensively. Mitchell commits defensively. He's not an all-league defender, but he commits on the defensive end. Darius Garland will also defend. So with that being said, if you stick with these guys and you end up in the East Finals, now you got to evaluate, okay, how far can we get with this group? And if you feel like this is as far as we're going to go with this group, then we got to move on from
it. This is my only concern with this duo of Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. When Darius Garland doesn't have the ball and Donovan Mitchell is a combo guard, so sometimes he's going to play point guard, it's so inefficient and to me ineffective when Darius Garland is off the ball doing what? And that's why I think you either got to commit to one as a point guard or one as a star, which I don't think they would do with Darius Garland. So I think they move on from Darius Garland. But and I feel like if you're going to do that, just get a role playing point guard so Donovan Mitchell can take majority of the shots, because you can't split them and expect Darius Garland to have the games that you expect him to have when they taking turns. I think Darius Garland gets better with the ball in his hand a lot more, is what I'm trying to say. And Donovan Mitchell is better with the ball in his hand a lot more. So I think there's some friction. At times it's going to look good, but when somebody is pinpointing on that and we game planning for that,
right,
it becomes like
But Jordan, my question to you is: how long does Darius Garland play off the ball? It's not like he's always off the ball. As good as a playmaker as Donovan Mitchell is, and I actually think that he's a better playmaker than people give him credit for. Them 6 assists could really be 8 or 9 if guys like Wade and Okoro and
or if you replace Darius Garland with a role player, with a better role player.
I'm not ready to replace Darius Garland yet because I still think that there's something there between these two guys. I do. I just think I feel like there's something between these guys, and I think that it works, especially watching Donovan Mitchell put his arm around Darius Garland last year because he's still in that transition of trying to figure out how to play with him. And the fact that he's learning
they're going to give up on it.
I think that helps. That's why I feel like this season, how much better they're going to be, not just offensively, but defensively. Man, if they end up in the East Finals, boy,
I don't think they're gonna end up in the East Finals unless they make a change. They got to make a change now. It's time to come off Darius Garland. Darius Garland got to go because it's just no way that's gonna work out. As undersized as they are in how bad they are on defense together, it don't make up for it. It's too much. It's not enough shots to go between. They need to get a point guard that can facilitate, a point guard that can get Evan Mobley off more than anything. Right. It doesn't have anything to do with getting Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell can get it himself. They need somebody that's going to get Evan Mobley off, get him in the right spots. That's going to throw lobs to Jared Allen, and it's going to play defense.
That's why you get a role playing point guard,
a healthy Lonzo Ball or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They just need a better defender, a better facilitator, and somebody that's gonna get out of Donovan Mitchell's way. Let Donovan Mitchell cook. He don't need Evan Mobley. He don't need no backup. He'll go bucket for bucket. He all right.
But that's the thing.
I was gonna say Darius Garland had 18 points a game on 14.8 shots per game, right? So you take Darius Garland off the team and you put a role playing point guard on there. For Donovan Mitchell, that means you can increase Donovan Mitchell shots from 19 shots. Let's get Donovan Mitchell around about 23, 24 shots a game.
Shit, it's a lot of shooting, but
that's a lot of
shooting.
But that's a lot.
But that's what I want. But I do. You know why I do? Because Donovan Mitchell with the ball in his hand is a lot better. You give him more opportunities to play, make too. Like this combo guard.
Okay,
has been hard for the NBA.
So Donovan has showed us he's one of the better scorers in the league too,
and one of the better distributors.
That's nothing to be questioned.
But to Ox's point, Ox talked about Darius. First of all, I watch a lot of Cleveland games, and Darius Garland gets downhill. He's dropping the ball off to Evan Mobley, fumbling the ball out of bounds. He's dropping the ball off to Jared Allen, fumbling the ball out of bounds. He's getting these guys involved in the offense, in addition to his own offense. That's going on with him, but he's still trying to figure out how to play with a dude. And again, Jordan, I don't think you give enough emphasis on when a guy is young. Darius Garland was 21 years old and he made the All-Star team. So he's on his ascension. So you bring in a guy that's 27, 28 a game that's in the backcourt with him. So now I got to change my game from being a scoring guard to being more of a distributor, right? To playing off the basketball. That's not really my game. My game is playing on the ball. So that's an adjustment for him. Now, with him playing defense with them being a small backcourt and him playing defense, I think that you could get picked on. I won't argue that point. You can and you will get picked on. But I'm looking for you to compete on the defensive end. Darius Garland will compete on the defensive end. Mitchell will compete on the defensive end. That's all that I care about with guys like Mobley and Jared Allen in the back because they're so good defensively as rim protectors and as paint presence. What they'll do is they'll make up for a lot of mistakes they'll make up for a lot of mistakes that you make.
Listen, for me with this Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell thing, I'm not. The reason why I'm not against Darius Garland being a good player, I think he's a better player on a different team. And I think he has more of an impact on a different team. Like somebody said in the chat about him playing in Orlando. Darius Garland makes Orlando a lot better. If you swap them in KCP makes the Cavs a lot better. If you can get you a role playing,
I do like that. They could possibly come for Darius Garland. They could possibly get something like a KCP and maybe a Jalen Suggs.
That's what I'm saying.
That helps them tremendously with wing defense. All of that.
And because neither one of them guys are ball demanding shooters, like a ball demanding scorers, they just reap the benefits of somebody else being that. So what I'm saying is with that Donovan Mitchell thing, you want Evan Mobley to get more shots.
Jordan, Ron, it's no way Orlando gives up all their perimeter defense for Darius Garland.
They would still have perimeter defense.
Maybe not
Jalen Suggs and KCP is the heart and soul of their perimeter defense.
It's an all-league defense.
Yeah, but Darius Garland help him a lot too.
But yes, he'll help him. He'll help him a lot.
In other areas, he will help with. In other areas,
he certainly would. He would definitely help, but it would be losing too much on the other side. Maybe they might do that. I personally would think it's a bad move.
No, but hold on, though, because Orlando got Anthony Black. Orlando still got Orlando will have Darius Garland, and I keep telling people, Jonathan Isaac is one of the best defenders in the NBA, bro. Like having him on the court, he takes the defensive percentage to number one.
We talked about this early in the offseason about moves Orlando can make. Darius Garland definitely came up. I definitely said Darius Garland. I said DeJounte. But only thing is that was before they got KCP, and it was more so like packaging Cole, Markelle, and if you have to let go of Jaylen, you can't. But you just can't give up both of them. That's just my opinion. But
for Darius Garland, I can because I still got Gary Harris. I still got Anthony Black. I still got Jonathan Isaac back there. I still got Franz Wagner. You still got Jonathan Isaac. You got capable defenders. There might be we don't need a football team full of defenders. We need somebody that can score the ball along with Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Darius Garland does that for them. Now on the other side,
I would love Darius over there. Just for the record, I think that would be I would love him over there. I just don't want to give up Jaylen and KFC. That's all.
Jalen Suggs not gonna get you. I think Darius Garland can get you 20 points a game over there with the Magic. Jalen Suggs not gonna give you that as much.
Jalen and Cole can go for Darius, but KCP got to stay. That's all.
No, but the Cavs ain't gonna take it if you ain't gonna give him KCP because KCP make the Cavs that team that
KCP will be crazy about over there.
That he makes him that team that Chill is talking about because now Evan Mobley gets the ball more. You want Evan Mobley to get that ball more. You want Donovan Mitchell to be the killer for what you paid him for. Darius Garland is stopping them. It's not a bad thing. It's just he's stopping them from doing that.
But they're not getting nothing from Orlando and KCP and Jaylen that's gonna really do that for them though. They might need. I don't know what y'all think about Anthony Black, and I'm not really sure where his skill set is right now.
Anthony Black's gonna be a killer.
6'7". Maybe that's right there.
Right, but so okay. With that being said, then maybe they don't need Darius. But if they don't need him, the Cavs certainly don't need him. That's all I'm saying. Darius is the guy that needs to find another home. And
I agree. This is where I stand with Chill. My thing is, I understand you guys are saying basically it's one basketball, and let me acknowledge the defensive part first. Yes, it's defensive deficiencies with both of them. Okay, they're both smaller guards. Okay, we get that part. On the offensive end, y'all got to figure it out. Y'all are both two dynamic players on the offensive end. Donovan, we know you can score with the best of them. Darius, we know you can shoot with the best of them. We know you can get in the key. We know you can distribute. Y'all got to play off each other. Y'all got to learn how to be cohesive. If this guy's feeling it, get him the ball. If this guy's feeling it, get him the ball, and just play basketball. It's as simple as that on the offensive end. What?
Little though.
I just
on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're both under 6'3".
Yeah, but I mean, I don't on the offensive end. I don't think that's really too big of a deal. But defensively, I get that. But my thing is like these two dudes are one of the better backcourts in the NBA. What they can do offensively, and then you got the Twin Towers down low. They help those two by getting in the teeth of the defense and being able to distribute to them. They help
either Karis LeVert or Isaac Okoro has to be a better defender.
And it will be. Isaac Okoro will be. But look, my thing is in the NBA, how many times have we seen this combo guard setup work without the combo guard being exceptional? Like for Donovan Mitchell to be a combo guard, because he is. You can't say he's a point guard or a shooting guard. You know,
I think he's a shooting guard. I don't classify him as a point guard.
But he plays like a combo guard. That's what I'm saying. He plays like a combo guard.
Why does he play like a combo guard? Because he can pass?
Yes,
because this is
the thing, Jordan. His primary objective is to score. But he's good enough to the point where if you double him or if he drives to the defense and the defense helps over, which the defense is going to do, he's good enough not to just force that shot up. He's going to find the open man. That's what I actually want from my scoring guard. I want that from Darius Garland too. Darius Garland's a score first guard. But he has the ability to pass when he sees somebody open, or if the defense cuts him off or rotates or whatever the case may be. I think that's a positive to have two guys in the backcourt.
No, but
like that.
Hold on. That's what my point was. When I'm saying you get a combo guard like Donovan Mitchell, or a two guard, or ball dominant two guard like Donovan Mitchell. The only way it works if that two guard is exceptional. Like you name Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, you name James Harden.
I think Donovan Mitchell's the best two guard in the league.
In this NBA, Donovan Mitchell's 100% exceptional.
I think he's the best two guard
in this NBA right now. He's exceptional.
Okay, but I'm saying exceptional, not at 26 a game. I'm talking about exceptional at 30 a game. That's what I'm saying. For them to take that lead, that's a lot, though.
He averaged 28 again. Not this
three
season.
more points.
26 and 30 is a lot. That's
it is a lot. So the year he got there, I think he averaged 28 a game. That's the most he ever averaged.
He needs to be 30 consistently. Damn. And Evan Mobley going to have to give you about 21, 22.
See, that's what I'm about to get to. It's not all on Donovan Mitchell. Evan Mobley got to ball out.
But you can't do that. You can't do that with Darius Garland.
Are we talking about the same Cleveland team that was 2 games out the 2 spot in the East? And
what about playoff performance, though? What about playoff performance?
What about it? Okay,
hold on, because there was some injuries. And this is also the thing too. Before we get into the injuries, if I'm Cleveland, my season wasn't a failure last year.
No,
the year before that against New York, potentially, because we went out like some suckers. Last year we lost to the big bad Boston Celtics.
Ron,
okay,
the year before you get Donovan Mitchell again. The year before you get everybody going to lose to them. Jordan, what are you talking about? Nobody's beating them.
Chill. This is what you said, though. Chill. You said that the Cavaliers are Eastern Conference Finals team, and I'm saying possibly not if they don't fix their Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell problem. Because for me, for them to beat that team, Evan Mobley needs those points for them to beat that team that you're talking about. And they can't get it with Darius Garland because that's going to shrink Darius Garland role.
How do we know that, though, Jordan? We talking about a team that just before last year, right? Just before last year, just before last season, the year that they got Donovan Mitchell, they're a playing team with a bunch of kids on the crew. A bunch of kids. They get Donovan Mitchell. They in the playoffs the next season. They're a top 5 seed in the East, and Evan Mobley is top 2 in the league in defensive player of the year. He played 79 games. Last year, I think he barely played half the season. Donovan Mitchell was in and out of the lineup. Jared Allen was also hurt. So they weren't able to really build any continuity, and they finished 2 games up the 2 spot in the East. This team.
Where did they finish this year, too?
One more time.
Where do they finish this year?
I think they're top 3 seed. I think they're top 3 seed in the East. Yes, I do. I think they're a top 3 seed. Maybe
so wait. So you got the 2 seed better than the Knicks?
I think they're going to be right there, Ox.
How many more shots do you think Darius Garland? How many more shots do you think Evan Mobley has to take? Okay. Evan Mobley right now takes 11 shots. I would like to see that go up. I would like to see Evan Mobley take 15 to 16.
I would too.
Okay, let's say for the sake of let's say for the sake of argument, those 15 or 16 shots he's taking. What kind of shots is he getting? Because a lot of the shots that he was getting, he's fumbling the ball out of bounds when Darius Garland is dropping it off to him.
More ISOs. Right? More ISOs.
Yeah,
okay, so
I agree.
If you want to
more
get
ISOs,
Evan
Mobley more ISOs, like on the block.
Absolutely.
On the block,
on the at the mid post.
Yeah.
I do.
Even going downhill, Evan Mobley, the way he's built, Evan Mobley is a slasher. If I got another 5 switched off on Evan Mobley, I want that every day of the week. I want that, like how Giannis gets downhill. I want that with Evan Mobley.
That'll be asked, Ron.
You can't do that with Darius Garland on the court.
Yes, he can.
Why not?
Donovan Mitchell's on the court too.
So that's why you want to
help off those two.
That's why
you got shooters in the state of Ohio. What?
First of all, y'all are looking at these players like they're willing to get off the ball. Like Darius Garland is a scorer. Darius Garland is a scorer that happens to play point guard. Donovan Mitchell is a scorer.
You just credited them as good passers, though. I know being a good passer and being unselfish is 2 different things. But I'm saying I'm not saying that they are not good passes. I'm not saying that they're not good passes. I'm saying with the way those guys is wired, the ball can't miss them too many times before they start getting frustrated
and start trying to force. It doesn't.
You looking at a perfect world that don't normally happen with guys that got contracts coming up. Darius Garland got a contract coming up.
Okay, he already signed the max deal.
No, he got his money. He getting paid more than Donovan Mitchell this year.
They extended everybody. Evan Mobley is extended. Jared Allen is extended.
Okay, so
Evan Mobley. Everybody's already extended. They just extended Okoro. That's not the problem. You just brought up the fact that these guys you have to be a willing passer. Donovan Mitchell would have been an 8 or 9 assist guy if Strus can knock down more shots, if Wade can knock down more shots, because he's damn good in transition, getting downhill. How many times I saw him in Cleveland get the ball fired over to Wade in transition? Wade's missing wide open shots. Strus is missing wide open shots in the half court. Missing wide open shots. So with that being said, these guys, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, are willing passers. That is not true that these guys aren't. So because they're willing passers, they get off the ball to Mobley. And when you run into isolation for Mobley, that doesn't mean that Donovan Mitchell sitting over in the corner like, oh, no. We know that Donovan Mitchell is the man, but Donovan Mitchell knows that in order for me to get what I need to get, this dude got to get going. I have to get him going.
But you know what happened? You know what happened with that, Chill? If you take Darius Garland off the team and you replace him with KCP, you ain't got to worry about Strus or Dean Wade going 0 for 4. You ain't got to worry about that.
That's not true. I saw KCP wasn't good in the playoffs in 23.
KCP will be a lot better than Dean Wade and Max Strus. I guarantee you that.
Oh, man. Well, with the crew that they built
Dean Wade averaged 5 points a game right now.
Right, and
I'm not gonna fight that one.
He should be knocking out. He should be knocking out more
shots. A better player.
Dean Wade's probably not really. Dean Wade probably don't really need to be on that team with that role that they got.
That's the reason why Orlando didn't trade for KCP to give him to Cleveland. No, they didn't do that. So let's kill.
Yeah, he signed over there. KCP always signed places. KCP has been an $80 million guy. Why do you think they keep paying him all of that money?
He didn't. That's the point. He didn't go to Orlando. He didn't go to Orlando for them to move him to Cleveland, who they lost to in the playoffs last year. They ain't doing that. What the hell I'm doing that for?
KCP makes Orlando a lot better. So
I'm not arguing that.
Orlando probably can beat Cleveland next year because Cleveland still has a problem with guys like Dean Wade out there. Dean Wade out there who don't need to be out there. Mm-hmm. You got Max Strus, who's up and down.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna give you the guy that I just traded for. I'm gonna give you the team that just beat us last year. I'm gonna give you him because he makes you better, even though you give us.
He's not saying that. He's saying with KCP. He's saying with KCP, they're better than Cleveland now.
Y'all don't have anything to give. Y'all don't have anything to give.
Darius Garland. You give me Darius Garland, I give you KCP. It's an even trade.
No,
that's not an even trade.
Nah.
Why is it not an even trade?
Yo, I'm about to get off this because we talk about a hypothetical trade that more than likely won't happen.
More than likely, Ron. That will never happen. Darius Garland for KCP is not ever happening.
You would be surprised, bro. You would be surprised, bro. KCP, couple picks.
Donovan Mitchell said this. Donovan Mitchell said this on Melo's podcast. He said, realistically, I look at myself as one of the top 10 to 15 players in this league, but I haven't made it to the conference finals. So in order for me to make that jump, I can sit here and get mad. I can sit here and get mad and use it as fuel, but I can't get mad at the list. It's an accolade-based world we live in, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent.
Who said
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
I respect that from Donovan Mitchell, but I need Donovan Mitchell to. I just want to see Donovan Mitchell. If he's gonna be that role, I don't want you to tease me. I want you to go. I want you to show me. I want you to show me that you're the best two guard in the NBA, like Chill is saying. I want to see 30 a game from Donovan Mitchell. I want to see that. I want to see him taking that. Like, this is my team, not this me and Darius Garland show. I want this to be Donovan Mitchell show and Evan Mobley be the Rodman to that. That's what I want to see. And I think that makes them a better team because you're going to get value with a Darius Garland trade. You're going to get the role players that you need. Dean Wade don't need to be out there, bro. Isaac Okoro play a little bit more. Karis LeVert. Get you some more solid role players out of that Darius Garland trade. And let Donovan Mitchell be the man that y'all got it.
They own to something in Cleveland, Jordan. I don't like this movement.
Not just firing the coach. Not just firing the coach. You're not owning something.
They own to something in Cleveland, man. They've gotten better every year. And I watched Donovan Mitchell last year in the playoffs throw that unit on his back and win a playoff series. I did see him do that. That 100%.
You ain't owning something in Cleveland if you just fired your coach.
Whoa. Let's kill that right now. Let's kill that because Toronto wasn't on to something when they fired Dwayne Casey and got Nick Nurse and won the NBA championship. The Bulls weren't on to something when they fired.
Nick Nurse came from Nick Nurse came from. Nobody seen Nick Nurse having that success that
Toronto did it because he was in their G League. He was in their G League association.
Yes, but when have you ever saw a G League coach ever like I'm gonna consider him
point. They were on to something, and now we're upgrading our coach. To your point, when you talk,
I think they got lucky.
When you
got Kawhi Leonard.
So I guess
I think they got lucky. They got Kawhi Leonard. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think they got lucky.
Right, they did get lucky, and they did have some additions to that roster, but they also fired the coach, and he had really good schemes, and it worked. It absolutely worked. So I guess the Bulls, when they fired Doug Collins for Phil Jackson, changed the system. When the Golden State Warriors fired Mark Jackson, changed the system. They weren't on to something. All of these teams were on to something, and they ended up winning. Every last one of them. Just because
Kenny Atkinson is not that guy that you're talking about, though. Kenny Atkinson is not Phil Jackson or Steve Kerr.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that because he didn't get a fair shake in Brooklyn. He didn't. He got ran out of there, which he shouldn't have. He took.
You know why he got ran out of there? You know why he got ran out of there? Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because he was trying to tell Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving pretty much how to play basketball. That's why he got ran out of there.
That's what the coach does. What are you talking about? That's my job as a coach.
You're not gonna tell, and you're gonna get fired if you keep trying to tell KD what to do. You're gonna get fired.
And that's why
I guarantee you're gonna get fired.
That's what's wrong with this shit today.
That's why Brooklyn is where they are. That's exactly.
But see, Jordan, in order for the Cleveland Cavaliers to make some of the necessary changes that you're saying that they need to make, Kenny Atkinson would then have to come in and put his foot down as a coach. He would then have to say, "Yo, Evan Mobley, you need to take more shots. In order for Evan Mobley to take more shots, come here, guys, huddle up. Donovan, you need to come off a couple more shots. Darius, you need to be more of a playmaker. Isaac Okoro, Dean Wade, you guys may need to do this." He has to come in and coach and implement a system in order for that to happen. If you want Darius Garland to be more of a playmaker and a point guard, he has to come in there and talk to him. If you want Donovan Mitchell to take 23 shots, he got to come in there and restructure the system and say, "Donovan Mitchell, we need you to be this alpha leader that in order for us to win." So either way it goes, coach got to coach. And if the players aren't going to listen, then it's a failure. It's a failure from the beginning.
Right. So what's going to happen? This is what I'm saying. I agree with you, Ron. Kenny Atkinson will try to do that. And this is what I was going to say earlier. Kenny Atkinson is going to make or break Darius Garland. And I'm leaning more towards the side of breaking him because I can't see Darius Garland having this hell of a year, stepping up. Like everybody's saying, we need him to step up. We need this. We own to something without them having that decision. Like, hey, bro, I need Evan Mobley, who's a younger rising superstar. I need him to get more shots. Donovan Mitchell is our franchise guy. That's why they went and got him. You're on your way out. You know when you start hearing rumors in the NBA like, can this duo work? And they don't start having success, what usually happens? They trade somebody. You know, Doc Rivers said it best. When you start hearing rumors in the NBA, believe them. That's what happens every time. Every time you hear a rumor about this guy might be about to move, don't they always move him?
Not always.
Most of the time. Most of the time, when you hear coaches about to get fired, don't they always get fired?
A lot of
All right, y'all. I gotta ask the next question.
What the fuck?
And it's gonna start with the standing.
You niggas, man. So stupid. I swear you dudes are so stupid, man. It's just dumb to me.
So over and under for the Cleveland Cavaliers record. Do they go over 48 wins or under 48 wins?
I think they win 50 plus games this year, Ron. I do. I think
I got them about the same as last year.
If they could get a little lucky when it comes to health, because that was the problem last year. If they could get luckier when it comes to health and avoid the injury bug, I think they win 50 plus games this season. And I think that they're at worst a top 3 seed. I think that at best they could be a top 2 seed. But I definitely think they're a top 3 seed. I think they win 50 plus games this year.
Jordan?
I got them to win the same amount of games, pretty much about 48, maybe 50. But I got them around 48 to 50.
Okay. Ox, over or under 48 wins?
Over under 48?
Yeah.
Probably I got him like maybe 46.
So you got him a little worse this year.
I just barely, like, I don't necessarily got them worse. I just might got other teams a little better. Like Orlando is getting better. I think I'll even say Milwaukee having more time with Dame and Giannis together helps. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not high on Philly, but I mean Paul George still got something there. So, and the Knicks, you know, I think the Knicks might mess around and knock off this. Yeah, they might mess around and knock off the Celtics. So I really got Cleveland, maybe a 4, 5, or 6 seed.
Between 4 and 6.
Yeah, something like that.
And then, so with this Cleveland team, I need you guys to give me an X factor or just a player that you most looking forward to watching this year. Chill.
I'm most looking forward to watching Karis LeVert. It's Karis LeVert, but I think the X factor is Evan Mobley for sure.
That's what
Evan Mobley got to get. Evan Mobley got to step up and get better, continue to get better. He got it on both ends of the floor, and if he can do that, I think that changes a lot for him.
18 and 11 this year from Mobley, Ron. I think he's the defensive player of the year.
Over Bam?
Yes, I think he's the difference in what they're doing. He is the difference because he gives them very much what Chet did with Oklahoma City. I think he gives them a dynamic that they don't have. If you got a stretch big, a guy that can knock down a mid-range shot, a guy that can play in the mid-post, we already know about him being able to clean glass. We already know about his ability at the rim to block shots, to be a paint presence, right? I've seen him as a double-digit rebounder. Yeah, he might have knocked down 1 or 2 threes in the playoffs. I did see him do that. But if I could get that consistently from him, and that's where the offense is going to come with Kenny Atkinson, how he's going to involve Evan Mobley in the offense more, getting more ISOs, getting him on the box, switches, mismatch hunting with him more. Has his skill set improved enough for him to do that? We're going to find out. But I think it has. I'm looking at 18 and 11 from Evan Mobley. I think he's the defensive player of the year this year, and he's the difference in what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't think it's a question that Evan Mobley is the X factor and the player that everybody's looking forward to just basically taking that next step. Yeah. It's year 4. We all know he's been in DPOY talks. We all know that he has a great offensive skill set, and we all know that he's just that next guy that needs to step up and, you know, basically fulfill his potential so this team can go to the next level. So definitely looking forward, not just on this team, but in the league. I'm looking forward to seeing what Evan Mobley does.
We should that
as a whole.
That's a fact right there, Ron. What you just said. We need to start having that conversation. We're not there yet, but he has to put himself in a position where when we start talking about the best 4 men in the game, his name needs to start coming up. And he needs to put himself in that conversation.
My question is
by doing exactly what I just said. Getting to the basket more, getting to the free throw line more, being in conversations as the defensive player of the year, being better. That's the way we get him in that conversation more. He needs to insert himself into that conversation. And if he can do it, this is the year to do it.
Do you think him being better?
I think he's about 230, something like that. I think he's about 230, 235.
Well, then just more than just get stronger, get more physical, more aggressive. I see a lot of going away from the rim. I need him attacking like I'm gonna throw the name out there, but obviously not Giannis, but he needs to be going to the rim like Giannis.
Right.
Like, stop fading away.
You think that's a strength thing? You think that's a strength thing, or is it upstairs?
I hope it's a strength thing.
I don't think it's a strength thing, Ox, because he looks like he's filling out more.
That's a problem, didn't you?
Yeah, he looks like he's filling out more. So I don't know. I don't think it's a strength thing. I think it's a confidence thing. And when you're a young player in the league, I feel like, you know, your confidence is, you know, the line is real thin when you're talking about being.
I don't think he lacks confidence. I don't think he lacks confidence. I think he lacks the opportunity for him to actually, like, I think he just in a role right now, not in a number 2 role. And I think he needs to be in the number 2 role for y'all to see that. Like, you don't normally get what you saying, Chill. You don't normally get that from a 3rd option or a 4th option. You get what you saying out of a number 2 role.
If you are in that conversation as the best 4 men in the league, you ain't the 3rd or 4th option on the unit. That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. So that was my point about. That's what I was going to ask you. If Evan Mobley gets better, does Darius Garland get worse?
There's a difference between getting worse
or sacrificing.
And that's what I'm thinking. That right there, being more of a distributor, being more of a playmaker.
I think he's too young for it.
Why not though? I mean, he's already making a transition. Dude in the chat said that Darius Garland is terrible in the playoffs. His first playoff appearance, he averaged 21 a game. He was 21-5 in the playoffs. Last year he wasn't very good. And I think that happens. But I think that if he could be more of a distributor, to your point, if he could be more of a playmaker and get guys like Evan Mobley and guys like Donovan Mitchell more involved, that's going to expand his game. I think he can do that. I do.
Yeah, but I'm agreeing. I just think right now, for what you are identifying Darius Garland as, he's 24 years old, man. Mm-hmm. It usually don't happen until they get about 28, 30. That's why I just can't see him accepting let Darius Garland let Evan Mobley do these things while I take a back seat, while I slide to number 3. And that's what I'm saying. I think Kenny Atkinson's going to make or break Darius. He's going to make or break Darius Garland.
All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you are liking the video. Make sure that you have subscribed and hit that notification bell if you haven't yet. And shout out to all of our members. If you missed PC Weekend, you missed a hell of a weekend, but don't worry. We dropping content soon. We had a hell of a weekend, right, y'all?
Yeah, that was dope, y'all. Mm-hmm. That was dope.
Yeah. And to everybody that tapped in and seen the live shows, that was crazy. If you missed them, make sure you go back and watch them. But also, too, aside from the live shows, we got other content that we dropped too, a couple TikToks and things of that nature. Make sure you following us on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We will be dropping a lot of content coming up here very soon. It was a hell of a weekend, and we can't wait to get that, that content and that footage out to you guys for sure.
Shout out to Indianapolis, man. Indianapolis is a dope city. I enjoy it out there. Yep. I enjoy it.
Indianapolis is the cleanest city I've ever been to.
It's clean out there, isn't it, Ox? You can consider it.
I was not expecting that. Like as far as like bigger cities go, Indianapolis was super clean. I was not expecting that.
It was.
Yeah, and a big shout out to our Hall of Famers. We got Cobra Son of Raditz. We got GDHDG, Kendall Daniels, Hunting Gilgores, Multi Kenny. Salute Multi Kenny. And then we got Arch. And then we got Arch's big brother, Arch Prime. Mm-hmm. So shout out to our Hall of Famers. Y'all really holding it down for us. Salute to y'all. We got a couple super chats, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into these, and then we still got 3 more teams in the Central Division to talk about. We still got to get to the Bulls, we still got to get to the Pacers, and we still have to get to the Bucks. We'll cover them too here very soon. Before I do that, though, DRS said Tatum compares his resume to a 27-year-old LeBron. His skills coach says, "We are yet to see the best Jayson Tatum. He may be delusional, but I respect it."
James at 27. Let's see. That was 2011. He was the best player in the league. No way.
Here's the thing, though. Well, he's not necessarily comparing his game to LeBron. He's comparing his resume.
Right.
Like y'all make it seem like, it's not crazy for Jayson Tatum to end up with more rings than Bron or to win more than Bron. Now, in terms of stats and stuff like that, I don't know about that. But
what we talking about, Ron? We talking about your resume at 27 years old. Yeah. James at that point had won the league MVP twice, right? He was second. I think he was second in defensive player of the year. He was first team all pro, like 5 straight years. Let's see, from 2006, 2007 to 2011. So 5 straight years. He was first team all pro. So yeah, they had gone to the NBA championship in 2011. But other than that, I mean, considering I don't think Jayson Tatum is the best player in the league, and I don't think that he's in that conversation as the best player in the league. I do think he's a top 5 player, but if you look at what James's resume was at 27 compared to what Jayson Tatum's resume is, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at JT, but the thing that I'm not mad about is him saying that we haven't, and everybody's losing it over this, saying that we have yet to see the best Tatum. I think that's kind of obvious. Like, you guys don't expect Jayson Tatum to get better?
Can we? Ron, what I want to do, Ron,
Ox?
Yeah, he right. Ron, he keeps it out with that. Ron, I want to get to the bottom of what I said, and you and me have had this conversation in the past when I talk about a guy in year 5, right? When I talk about a guy in year 5, I say that this is probably who this guy is. And people hear that and they immediately think that, okay, that's it. No, you're probably gonna get better seasons. But moving forward, this is what you should expect from this guy. This is probably who he is moving forward. Now, you can get better seasons. You could get a 28, 29 a game season. You could get a 30 a game season. You could get one of those. But this, what you see right here in year 5, this is probably who he is. Because guys don't just keep getting better and better and better and better and better. At some point, you ask the question, Coach, who is this guy? Coach, who is this guy? When you look at a guy, at what point do you say this is who he is? When I watch guys over the course of me watching pro basketball, I've seen by year 5, that's probably who he is. If I get a better season, if I get a couple of better seasons, that's going to happen. But those better seasons, like when I see Curry in 2016, that's not who Curry is. Curry isn't 30, 32 a game, 50, 40, 90. Just so you know, that's the only year he went 50, 40, 90. He never went 50, 40, 90 after that. But in year 5, Curry was 24 a game and about 6 assists. Curry averages for his career 24 a game and 6 assists. This is probably who he is. And is he going to get better moving forward? Yes. But this is probably who he is. This is what you should expect from him on the regular. Not this 34 or 32 a game guy. That's probably who he is. That's my logic when it comes to guys when they're around year 5. Jayson Tatum, on the other hand, when you see Jayson Tatum, I think what are we in year? We're going into year 7, Ron, or year 8? He showed up in 17, so I think we're going into year 8.
Yeah, it's year 8. It's year 8.
We're going into year 8. Now, could I get a better season from Jayson Tatum? Bird showed up in 79. Shit, in 87, 88, Bird went 29, 10, and 6 on 50, 40, 90. That ain't who Bird is. That's not who Bird is. But I did get a better season. Just like I can get a better season out of Jayson Tatum. Maybe 2 or 3 more better seasons. But who is Jayson Tatum moving forward? I'm thinking he's about a 26. I'm thinking he's about a 26 and 8 guy. That's who I think he is.
Chill. JT is still young.
He's 26, Ron.
Like JT is young as hell. Like for you guys to act like he's not
22, Ron.
You might see a crazy JT at 30.
Yeah,
bro.
but chill. 26. It today is young. We've seen like unless you are just made of glass.
Is it really?
With no injuries.
Yes.
JT
unless
young
you're
with
made,
no crazy injuries.
Unless you're made of glass. Look, you got to look at what we're looking at right now. Mm-hmm. We're looking at stars being able to play longer into their careers. And I'm not going to talk about the Stephs. I'm not going to talk about Bron and KD. I'm going to talk about guys like DeMar DeRozan still playing at a high level. Jimmy Butler still playing at a high level. A guy like Al Horford, like he might not be in that star tier, but he just helped a championship contender and provided very valuable minutes. He coming back next year, talk about he ring hunting again. Mm-hmm. He's expecting his production to be the same. These dudes are playing longer. And so, like, if that's the case, if dudes are playing to 36, 37, 38 at a still very good level, 26 for JT ain't nothing. And I expect between these years of 26 to 30, I think JT going to take his game to a whole nother level. And y'all know how I feel about JT. But that's what I be saying. When I talk about JT, I'm not hating on JT. I'm more so saying I'm expecting JT to take it to another level because I do think he's that good. He just got things he got to figure out and tinker. But I think he's going to do that, and I think he's going to be a problem over these next 4 years.
So, Ron, can I get 4 or 5 years of Jayson Tatum at 29 a game? Can I get that from him?
I mean, we got so last year he gave us 30. No, this year he gave us 20. 2 years ago, my bad. 2 years ago he gave us 30. Right. Last year he gave us 27. Mm-hmm. I'm expecting these next 4 years to be anywhere between that, 27 to 30. If JT averages 30 this year, I wouldn't be surprised. If JT averaged 27 this year, I wouldn't be surprised.
So I think he's a 26, 27 a game guy in about 8. That's who I think he is. So with me thinking that, if he ends up averaging 30 a game, and then 2 years later we get back to 27, is he the 30 a game guy? Or is he the 27 a game guy who's more efficient?
He should be 27 is more efficient.
Because that's what I think he is. I think he's a 26, 27, and 8 guy on elite defense. Because I think that he can play at an elite defensive level. I do think that he can play at that.
Tatum might have a hell of a year next year, bro. Just because of what happened to him on the damn USA team. He might come back with a crazy game.
I would be really surprised if I got like 33 or some crazy. I'd be like, oh shit.
I wouldn't.
If I saw that, because I'm not sure if that's him. I'm not sure if that's him, even though I've seen.
He averaged 30 before. He averaged 30 before.
He did, but I mean, I've seen 40 and 50 games. Shit, I even seen a 60 game from him, right? But 33 a game on a Tuesday, I'd be surprised to see that.
I wouldn't be surprised because maybe his games. The thing about JT's game, if he simplified what he does, I think he can get to 30 efficiently. I think he takes some shots that he don't have to take, like off the dribble type shit. Like if he simplified and just get to a basic game, I think you can see him get 30 because he'll get more shots. Like he does too much that he don't need to do, and I think that's probably the knock that people have on his game. Like he has this crazy shit that he does, and it's like, oh my god, it's like, brother, give me a second. But it's like if he keep it simple, I think he's able to get that 33. I think he able to get it.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy for people not to think or to be mad at Jayson Tatum for saying that you haven't seen the best version of himself. That's something I want my players to say because that means you know that you in the lab working and you expect yourself to get better.
Ron, that doesn't mean that I'm sorry to interrupt you, Ox. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it don't matter what Jayson Tatum say, Ron. Jayson Tatum could have said, you haven't seen the best version of me, people gonna hate. Jayson Tatum could have said, this is all I got. I don't got nothing else to give. People gonna hate.
That's it.
Jayson Tatum he can just simply say, hey, I'm just keeping my head down. I'm in the lab every day. I'm getting better. They're gonna be like, that's all. You're not gonna, he's not confident or something. That doesn't matter. These people do not like Jayson Tatum.
Yeah. I don't understand why. I think Tatum's a likable guy. Like just the other day, I don't typically be in the comments and stuff like that, but I was because it was media day, so they was putting a lot of Tatum quotes up there and stuff like that. He said something, and then somebody was like, "Oh, he doesn't have no aura, he doesn't have no drip, he doesn't have no confidence,
no drip."
I was like, "What does that got to do with anything?" Like y'all gotta having aura does not make you a better basketball player.
No, it doesn't.
Dancing good does not make you a better basketball player.
No, it doesn't.
Dancing and celebrating on the court does not make you a better basketball player.
Man, Ron, you preaching to the choir, but the new kids out here that they call, the old heads and casuals, they think that stuff means something though. They think the way they want basketball to look like something in their head, and that's not how it looks. Like that's their problem with Jayson Tatum. Like I keep saying, like people's problem with Jayson Tatum is he does a lot of crazy shit, and you expect to see more because of the crazy shit he do with the basketball. But at the end of the day, you can't say you can't say he don't have the aura for basketball. Like what the hell are you talking about? Like they have this imagination of what basketball is, bro. Yeah. And it's just a disconnect between the younger group and what basketball has been.
Don't you gotta like play for that stuff on like 2K? Like,
but they under the impression that shit is real.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, Ron, you just said that we may have not seen the best version of JT, but that doesn't mean, in my estimation, I've seen the best version of Jordan. I've seen the best version of James. I've seen the best version of Leonard, but that doesn't mean that I also recognize, all right, this is who he is. To your point, when you're talking about guys playing longer and being more effective, that does work. That 100% works. So a guy like Jayson Tatum, who is going into year 8, how many more years do I have with him? Because Jayson Tatum is almost an Iron Man. He doesn't miss many games. He plays a lot. So I can probably get, 7 more years of this?
I think till 34. JT gonna be an issue. I expect JT to be a top 10 player from this next year to 34.
35. You seeing some of the players play a little bit longer, like 35, 36. Like DeMar DeRozan is still extremely good at his age. What DeMar is like 34? 33,
35.
Yes, he's 35.
Yeah, and DeMar DeRozan is still one of the better players in the NBA too.
He's starting at the 2-guard spot on a
That's what I'm
playoff
saying.
team.
That's what I'm saying,
the
man.
point that I was making, Ron, is as a guy like Jayson Tatum, who I could see the best version of you, but still recognize that's probably who he is. Even though
chill, I understand that. Like, but when you say that's who he is, that's like you basically saying that's him at base level. I'm saying he could even for a season, for a stretch, he could even take it up to another level.
Yeah.
And you saying year 5, Jayson Tatum has improved in his 2 seasons apart from year 5.
And the good thing is they keeping their core together
better since that year. Each year.
And if they keeping their core together, so that gives them more time to get a little bit more comfortable. Like, a lot of times why you don't see people, take that leap that they need is because they break the core up. So,
Ron, can I address this real quick in the chat? When Luncho said Chilltown before the 23-24 season, saying he's the second best scorer in the game. Luncho, do you remember us doing the poll and Luka was already off the board? Do you remember me doing that? Because Luka was the guy that I said it was. Or do you just
said Tatum was going to be 2 behind Luka?
Or you just no? I said it was Luka who was the best scorer in the game. That's what I said.
You said Tatum would be the second best scorer?
Yes, I saw Luka was the best scorer in the game.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Chill?
What's good, Swiper?
Jordan, what's up? Ox,
what up?
What's up? What's up,
What up?
Ron? What's up, y'all? What's going on,
Right,
y'all?
what's good? What's good?
What was my name when I came in? Matter of fact, read your text.
Hold up. No. I'm gonna just because I can show the people your name.
Y'all should have seen it. Drip, 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 drip.
Best dressed PC member.
Tell him,
that ain't Ron. You gonna give him that?
Tell him, Ox.
Leaving me out of this. He leaving me out of this.
Best dress.
He ain't talking to me.
Best
I was about to
dress.
say, y'all gonna give him that?
No.
I
Best
seen
dress.
Swiper in some shorts. That's it.
Easily, yeah.
He was showing thigh meat.
During the talks. Yeah, I lift weights. That's why. Talk about the nighttime. Talk about the nighttime.
Hey, the skippiest dress. I give you that.
Talk about the nighttime. Now, Chill. You ain't in the conversation.
Let's talk about the nighttime. Let's talk about Ox being cleaning in the kitchen sink.
That was one outfit. Ox had a suede shirt on. He had a suede shirt on in blazing heat. Blazing heat.
I'm from California. That was cold.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. So don't do that.
Chill, you don't lie.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there, so I don't know. I don't know. Swiper. I wasn't
the True Religions with the red shirt. Now go ahead with the shoes on. Go ahead and lie. Tell me that wasn't clean. Cleanest of the weekend.
That fit was cold, Swiper. That fit was cold.
Ox with the white jeans on, Ox with the white jeans on, with the tan and white Nikes. With the tan and white Nikes, with the
biased. Ox is 6'8". That's all it is.
I'm not biased. How am I? Wait a minute, Ox.
Damn, Chill. You like bigger guys?
What about me? How am I being unfair to you, Swiper? Go ahead. How am I being unfair to you? How am I unfairly judging you, Swiper? Go ahead. I'm listening.
Nah, best dress. If I had to say best dress based on try hard,
whoa,
it was
stop
Ron.
right there.
It was for sure
Swiper,
Ron. Shout
how
out
am
Ron.
I unfairly judging you?
My boy had a nice get up on for the shows. What's up?
How am I unfairly judging you, Swiper?
Because you got a tall bias. Like I'm tall relative to the rest of society. Y'all are tall relative to the rest of
how tall are you, Swiper?
Aliens. I mean, I'm 6'1.5", like for real. It's a real 6'1.5".
That's not tall.
That's tall relative to everybody else. Remember, I play football. I'm a PG. Me and AI look each other eye to eye. Chill 6'4", Ox is 6'8", and it's whatever. And then Ron's probably like with the hair 6'5" with the hair. You know what I mean? Without the hair,
is he without the hair?
6'2", probably something like that. 6'2".
6'2" is crazy.
Swiper, did I not with that red? Did I not compliment your album? Did I not compliment?
Yeah, I'm saying best dress.
Oh, yeah, I was fine.
Did I not compliment that? When you put it on, I'm saying, did I not compliment your album?
Hey, look, best shoes too. That's all I'm saying. Best shoes too.
I thought Ox was the cleanest.
Best shoes too.
Ox came with the white jeans, with that cream shirt, with the cream and white Nikes. He was cleaning in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, I'm saying on Swiper. On top of that, I was getting off the panel and changing. I wasn't even wearing. You know what I'm saying? I had fish this weekend.
No. I feel you. But no, somebody said 6'1.5" not tall. It is, but not when you run basketball players. It's not tall. No, it's not tall around basketball players. No.
I'm 6'3", so that's okay.
No, Jordan, I was hoping you were gonna. I told him. I told Ron. I wish you were there because you could have got cooked up with the rest of them during the basketball show. That's for sure. With the rest of them.
No,
And I'm talking about fives. When we ran fives.
Look, Swiper. I'm not gonna ever let a football player cook me in basketball.
There's already football players that are better than some hoopers in the NBA. I can tell you that right now.
No, there's no football player that's better than a hooper in the NBA. It's not one football player better than a hooper in the NBA.
Right now that T. Higgins could beat at least the bottom 10% of the league.
I'm willing to bet that no, he cannot.
T. Higgins.
I want to bet you. See the back of the shirt, he would get dragged.
No. Like I did you? You mean like I did you?
He would get
like
dragged.
No, football player
dragged around Indy.
Ron, didn't I get an and one on him? Ron,
if
I'm not mistaken, Ron, didn't I get an and one on him? With the weekend, by the way.
It was something smooth
like that. No.
Wasn't no weekend.
It was cold. Swiper, he met you in the air.
No, it was cold. It's cold.
With jeans on, by the way. Like I ain't
jeans on.
He lost both games. He chill. He's a play merchant, not a win merchant. That's crazy.
With jeans on.
Man, listen. We could do basketball debates, but I'm not gonna let no football player beat me on the court. I can't do that.
They lost. Just not gonna be able to do was it? It was me. Who? Me, Ron, Ox. I can't remember who else was on the team. Well, I don't remember who was on the team.
We had Mars,
Blackman,
and ZZ.
It was ZZ. Yeah, we ran them off the court. Off the court, Jordan.
That's a tough squad, though. That's a tough squad.
Hey,
was y'all running fast? Any park and get it in.
Hey, was y'all running fast or what? Or was it like some low frequency vibes?
Nah, chill. You know, chill can't, whatever. But I would say people running hard for the most part. But people got
tired. Hey, look, ZZ in the chat right now.
Yeah, ZZ was cooking.
If you know ZZ got a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Like a banger as in what? Like a
he
shot
pulled.
or
he can
let
pull.
that thing go.
He pulled from the hip.
Pushing it sideways, doing
he pulled from the hip,
boom,
Jordan.
Boom,
I can shoot, man. I don't know, man. I can shoot, man. I don't know. I have to see it though.
The best hooper.
I'm saying, Jordan. I'm telling you, we seen it. Like ZZ got a strap. Don't play with ZZ.
Yeah.
Okay. And ZZ not little either. ZZ 6'6".
Yeah, he's tall.
He's taller than me. He 100% taller than me.
ZZ might be 6'7". ZZ huge.
Now, he ain't that big, but he definitely he at least 6'5". He at least 6'5".
How tall are you actually? 6'4", 6'5"?
6'3", 6'4".
Okay, because Ron.
So with the hair, he's 6'4". Without the hair, he's 6'2".
I'm telling you, bro, like it makes a difference. It makes.
At bare minimum, I'm 6'3" and a half. 6'3", 6'4" though.
Yeah, Ron taller than me. Then I'm right at 6'3".
JD, how tall?
JD 6'4".
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody's just tall, Jordan. So like that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Everybody was just tall. Now, best athlete, there wasn't no conversation, Chill. Go ahead and lie. Chill. I'm not talking about back in the day. Right now.
Bama.
No, stop. Please stop it.
Bama.
Stop it.
And also too, while y'all playing, Bama got a shoe in that best dress race. He in there. Bama put some fits together.
Yeah, he'll put the Bama will put the he'll put the 2015 fit together for you. No doubt. Shout out to Bama. That's my dog. Yeah, he got Jordans.
Yeah,
he got Jordans for sure.
I don't even wear Jordans, man. I don't even do that no more. I didn't lift that.
But I'm telling y'all, shout out Ron.
I wasn't there though. That's okay. I wasn't there, so I ain't had no pushback.
Ron had the suits on. Ron had the suits on.
Did see Ron with his suits on?
Yeah, he had the suits on all the way. He was clean as a whistle. I
did see Ron with the suits on. So
yeah, but Chill, you're tripping for saying Tatum was going to be the second best scorer in the league. That's again, Chill's biased, but we know why. Who you? If we're doing the same thing right now, okay, without Luka, because who's going to be second best scorer in the league this year?
The second best scorer in the league this year.
Luka's the first.
So I think Embiid's going to lead.
Not Shea.
I think
why Shea can't be the second best scorer in the league then?
I think Embiid's going to lead the league in scoring again this year. I do. Depending on health, I think he's going to lead the league in scoring. I think that Shea is going to be right back at the top of the league too. Probably Shea.
Put Trae Young in there. Put Trae Young in there too.
I could get with Shea.
No.
Trae Young would be a top 5 scorer in the league.
No, he will not.
I could get with Trae.
Be.
I could get with
40. Wouldn't be top 5 for me.
Why not?
Giannis is gonna be close.
Yeah, Giannis too.
Giannis.
I got Giannis up there. I think it's a vengeance here from Giannis. I got Giannis top 2.
But Giannis was great. He 30 on 60 last year.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna move on to. We were talking a little bit about Jayson Tatum, but he's not the only Celtic that has been getting a lot of attention since the media days and whatnot. My man Jaylen Brown has now basically started his own shoe brand. Jaylen Brown has launched his debut his debut performance brand titled 741, which will feature his own signature sneakers. Brown reportedly turned down over $50 million in endorsement deals from major sneaker companies for full ownership and creative control with the 741 brand.
He'll be back with Adidas soon.
He'll
be back with Adidas next. He'll be back with Adidas next year.
Hold on. What does 741 stand for?
I don't think nobody even cares.
That's crazy, Jordan. Sure. You going a black businessman? You gonna put him down before he even come out?
That's not even about the black businessman. Don't do that one. It's not even about that. It's not that. All I'm saying is, it's not very many guys that can branch off and get their own shoe and have success. Because number one, these shoes don't be accessible. Like, where you gonna get these shoes? The average fan is not going to Jaylen Brown website to go get these shoes. Like, that's why I say you're gonna be back with Adidas.
Well, this is a video of him basically just announcing the shoe commercial, if you will.
No, if you can't get New York behind your shoes, you done. New York ain't getting behind that. New York not getting behind that.
Those are dope.
How much are they?
No.
I don't think we've gotten a price just yet.
See, it's too much. See, it's too much gray area. You know, we in a TikTok generation.
Yeah, I would rock those. Those are fresh.
We in a TikTok generation. You need, if he gonna drop it, he need to drop it today so everybody can look at it and say, "This is what we want to do."
Mm-hmm.
You need to make a collab with some TikTokers so Kai can get them.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
But I want to know what it means, though. Can you click on the about us?
741. It means stay positive. It means stay positive. What the hell else does it mean?
How you understand? How you know that?
I mean, the internet is a beautiful thing, brother. The internet is a beautiful thing, man. I found out it means stay positive, authentic, and proactive.
Nobody cares about that. I'm not hating. I'm just being real. I'm just out in this world. No, I'm just out in this world. No. Nobody cares about what that like these things. I'm telling you, this is the TikTok generation. No, listen to what I'm saying. This is the TikTok generation. They don't care about the meaning behind stuff anymore. They don't care about it.
Whatever looks good is
yes, they don't care about the meaning behind stuff anymore.
The problem you're having, Jordan, is that you're trying to compare it to Nike and Adidas. He don't got to outsell Nike and Adidas. He just got his own thing. That's the problem with capitalism is that this company is always comparing itself to this company. If you're getting your money and everything you guys taken care of and you getting paid, don't worry about how much they're making. You're not failing because you're not making as much as
I'm agreeing with you.
We're not comparing 741 to Nike, Adidas, Reeboks, Under Armour. 741 is its own thing. As long as he's successful with it, and you know what I'm saying, it's a black business, and they're spreading positivity, then we can rock with that.
I know where they are gonna. I know where 741 can get some sales. Jaylen Brown, come to PC.
Look. I feel you. I'm not arguing about what you're saying. I'm talking about end goal. If that's his end goal, he just want to do his own thing. I'm all for it. I respect it. But if his end goal is to have this generational shoe that you want your fans and all this stuff to buy, you know, you want it to be a signature shoe. You want it to be, you know, to last. It's very hard to do that, man. Kyrie Irving is one of them that can do it. He's one that can do it. He's going to do an answer. He's going to do it. Kyrie's with.
So the name 741, by the way, is more than just a sneaker brand. It's a statement about independence, creativity, and ownership. Inspired by the late Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality, he hopes to bring the same fearlessness to his brand.
They need to leave Kobe out of this stuff.
New heights. Why, bro? That's his. That don't make no sense. That's his dude. That's his hero.
I kind of feel that part. Like maybe not.
Maybe bring up this Kobe stuff, bro. Y'all not him, bro. Like they not.
Wait, Kobe is his. So wait, if I said Stephen A. Smith or Shannon Sharp or my inspirations for content, that mean I got to be them?
No, it doesn't mean that.
No, but I'm tired of people talking about they got this Mamba mentality. Like, let the man rest in peace, bro.
There's only one Mamba.
He defined the generation. He defined the whole generation.
There's only one Mamba.
No, he didn't define no generation. People capping.
He definitely.
Yeah, y'all. That sounds like some hate.
I do, but I definitely think that people are doing it too much because they like. You can't really compare nothing to Kobe though.
Go start your own shoe, Jordan.
With that being said, though,
I don't want to.
He just got all that. He just got all that bread, and I think it's good that he's using that for ownership and setting a new wave. Like we don't got to do this. We can kind of do it a different way. So I think that's what's up. I think a lot of the young dudes are going to start getting these huge contracts. Might be able to look to Jaylen Brown as an inspiration of how to make change with all this money they get.
How many black-owned shoes are there? Like how many black-owned brands are in the NBA right now outside of the Lonzo Ball and all them? It's nothing else for the most part. So this is a good start.
How many black-owned shoe companies are there? Forgetting the NBA, just period.
Man, but I'm not even looking at it from a race standpoint. I'm looking at it from overall. Like if that's his mission, like Ox said, if he just want to do his own thing, I'm cool with that. But I'm saying if you trying to inspire everybody to jump on that wave.
But why?
Jaylen Brown got influence. Like here's the thing, Jordan. Like he don't gotta influence the whole nation for him to have influence. It could just be the kids from where he's from back in Georgia, and then it could be the kids in inner city Boston. And that's more than enough.
Shoes. Like why can't he?
It's not gonna be a replica because
maybe he can, but it's okay. It's okay if he don't though. That's what I'm saying. It don't. Why are we?
I'm okay with that too.
But he said he ain't gonna do it. I'm like, but how we know? How did Apple get started? He started in the garage.
Maybe it won't. That's okay. Who cares? As long as
Apple started with a bunch of different investors too. By the way,
no, they didn't. They started with 5 people inside of a garage, and then they got $100,000. But hold on, Jordan. Do you know it took a decade for them to get that? A decade.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking about Apple in the 90s was still a good company. Right, it's still a good company. Then you started adding people, add on from there. From there, you had see people believe in that vision, and that's why Apple is what it is today. I don't think to your case about shoes, I don't think that's going to happen.
It took Jordan. I'm saying Nike was losing money before Jordan signed with it. It just takes one person.
Jaylen Brown is not that.
Maybe somebody else is.
You don't gotta be that, but that's okay.
But that's what Swiper arguing. I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying that he has to be that. I'm agreeing with you though.
Swiper's being optimistic about it. Like maybe this shit might blow.
I'm agreeing with you though.
Man, PC ain't never gonna be ESPN, bro. We should just stop trying, bro.
That's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't even.
That's
not even the same argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's not the same argument.
PC's doing sports content. There's 1,000 other people doing sports content.
Yeah, but that's not the same argument about ESPN. Like it's a total different thing. Like people don't go to
Jordan,
ESPN
what is Jordan? I want to make sure I'm understanding your
podcast for a bunch of people.
Your logic with us living in the TikTok era. We live around a bunch of kids who in today's age, everything is instant. We don't look at the brand and the meaning behind the brand and the power behind the brand.
Absolutely.
These kids look at what it looks like and what it is right now, not what it's going to be in 5 years, not what it's going to be in 5 years, not what it's going to be in 6 years. What is it right now? And is it going to stay like this? That's what kids, this is your logic. That's what kids are doing. But the difference is that's how companies are built. Companies are built on drawing you in and then evolving as time goes on. That's what Nike did. That's what Adidas did. That's what all of these companies did. That's how they became successful. We can't just say that, okay, these kids only see what's right now. So, well, we only have something for right now, and that's going to be the end of it. Jaylen Brown, even though he does have a signature shoe, which does have something behind it, can evolve and turn into something different. Not necessarily talking about Nike, not necessarily talking about Adidas, but it can turn into something. And now, guess what? I'm in the 7th grade and I'm rocking these Jaylen Browns. I'm in the 10th grade and I'm not rocking these Jaylen Browns. I actually go running and I'm rocking these Jaylen Browns. And somebody sees it and now the business gets expanded because I like those shoes that you have on.
Yeah,
it only takes one person.
This is what I'm saying though. The kids don't see Jaylen Brown like that, like how y'all describe.
They don't see him yet.
They
don't see him yet, though, Jordan. That's the difference. They don't see him like that.
What if they $75?
How do they not though? Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals
MVP,
not
see Jaylen Brown
NBA champion.
The kids do not see Jaylen Brown as the face of the NBA. Not like they see Luka.
You don't got to be the face of the NBA to have influence, though.
Huh? What?
You don't have to be the face of the NBA.
For a shoe, you damn near have to. That's why he had to go get it solo. That's why he had to go get it solo.
But Jordan, do you know? Wait, hold on.
You think Jaylen Brown couldn't have got a shoe deal with Adidas?
Not a signature
Jordan,
shoe.
Jordan, I don't know. Jordan, I don't know who
about.
Trey Young, James Harden. Who else got a signature shoe? Donovan Mitchell.
You know, one of the reasons Shaq.
And Donovan Mitchell's shoes not like that.
You know what? You know what happened with Shaq? Shaq made his shoes so affordable that big companies started hating on his shoe. Players started hating on his shoe to push him out to make him obscure. To make him obscure. That way that he wouldn't be competition for nobody no more. That's what I'm saying. That's what happens when corporations take over the narrative.
First of all, when Shaq's shoe, when he was with Adidas, it was a very likable shoe. When he moved it, it's not a likable shoe no more.
Shaq was never with Adidas.
It was still a good shoe. He just made it affordable.
No, it's not a good shoe. It's not a good shoe. What are you talking about? Shaq ain't never been a good shoe. In what neighborhood?
Yes, he did. When he had the Reeboks with the swirl
around.
No,
not the Reebok, Shaq brand.
Oh, absolutely. It's in Walmart and it's selling. I'm around these people. I see these people. This thing is selling.
When have Shaq's shoe been a good shoe?
Okay, no, see that's the narrative. But that's the thing, Jordan. You couldn't even tell me what makes them a bad shoe other than they're cheap and they sell them at Walmart.
No, they are ugly because they're ugly.
They're ugly to you. You won't wear them. There's a reason why they're in the store and they're moving units.
You pull up with some Shaqs. You pull up with some Shaqs at school. Come on now,
Ron. But why? But why are you getting clowned on?
Because they're ugly, number one.
But why?
They're ugly. Because
they're $25. That's why. Because guess what? Some of them Yeezys was $200. And they were uglier than them Shaqs.
It's not because they ugly. It's not because they ugly. Because if any of those shoes had the same deal and the same exact design, but they cost $115, you wouldn't have been clowned for wearing them. It would have been all good. It was only for one reason and one reason only, and you know what that reason was. That reason is because they was being sold at Payless and Walmart. That's why you was getting clowned.
People thought you were broke. People thought you were broke when you were
Have you seen these stupid ass Balenciaga shoes? Those is ugly.
Terrible.
Ron, put a Shaq shoe on there.
It's ugly, but they cost $3,000.
Put a Shaq shoe on the screen.
Even if the shoe is ugly, that's not the point.
Ron, pull up one of them $3,000 Balenciaga joints too. Do that.
Right.
Even if all right, look, both of y'all send me a picture of the shoes that you want me to put up, and I'll put them up there.
I'm gonna send you.
In the meantime, fellas, we do got to move on. Shout out to Jaylen Brand and shout out to the 741 brand.
Shout out Black entrepreneurship, by the way.
Facts. I personally want to support.
Ron, real quick before we move on. What's up? I know we got to move on, Ron, real quick before we move on. Jordan, just so you know, Kyrie Irving wasn't the face of the league, and he outsold James at Nike. I just want to put that out there.
Why Kyrie Irving why Kyrie wasn't the face of the league?
Because he's not.
Whoa,
what are we listening to?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to put that out there.
Hey, Jaylen Brown got more face to being the face of the league today than Kyrie did when he outsold Brown.
No, he did not. No, he did not. Y'all are capping, boy.
He got more motion.
No team want to beat Jaylen Brown over Kyrie Irving. Don't do that.
All right, so they don't want to be a better player. You're right. They don't want to be a better player. Hey, check your
you saying
check
that
your
to a lot of people, Kyrie Irving. To a lot of people, Kyrie Irving is that guy.
As a baller, that's one thing.
I don't care.
The NBA was never pushing Kyrie Irving as one of the faces of the league. Not like that. They were
never. Look at them shoes. Tell me right now you couldn't find something like that for $150, $175.
Why did Kyrie Irving have the number one shoe?
Ron, I got some Huaraches right now that look just like that. $175.
All right. Ron, put the ones I just said.
Hold on, right quick. I'm gonna put them all up. Ox, you sending me these Balenciagas?
I'll just send you right now. I'll just send you.
I bet.
Hey, Ron, those are $1,300, Ron.
Hold up. I'm gonna go one by one. And then
Capitalist Jordan.
I'm not capitalist. I'm just
yes, you are.
One.
Bro, I don't really. I think you putting emphasis on things I don't really care about, bro. I see
the world
from
you
a totally
literally said it's
place.
not gonna work. It ain't gonna.
Yeah, but you trying to make the narrative about something that I'm not into that discussion. Like I'm just giving you a point of what I'm saying from what people try and what don't work.
Put a poll up. Put a poll up. Is Jordan the hater or not? Put a poll up.
I'm not being a hater, bro. I don't have no reason to hate, bro. I don't have
zero reason to hate.
Put this comment on the screen from.
That's fine. I don't really care.
Put an L up, chat. L up.
Put this comment on the screen, Ron, from dude that said, "Why didn't Chill wear Shaqs on PC weekend?"
Hold on, wait. What's his name?
Go back a little bit.
Boy, you crazy. My name is
put that. So you know, in 2000, Shaq had his own signature shoe. He was called Dunks. Not only did I have the Dunks and I was rocking them, I had 2 sweatsuits. You could see me on TNT walking in the back with him with it on. And Craig Sager sees us with the cameras rolling. And Shaq says to me, yo, that sweatsuit is nice. I said, you like this? My man got this for me. So I definitely rock gear.
You rock the Shaq?
Get your story straight.
Come on, Swiper.
Definitely.
Come on, Swiper. Now put that back on the screen.
But by the way, those don't look. The only reason y'all don't like those because they got Shaq looking fat, dunking the basketball. That's the only reason.
Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna share these. Y'all send me a bunch of shoes, so let me go ahead and put them up. All right, look. Here's the next. Yo, wow.
If that had a Nike logo on it,
they'd be flying off the shelf. They'd be flying off the shelf.
Put the one I sent you, Ron. Put the purples I sent you up.
Yo, look. I'm keeping it a buck. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not finna cap. Them is weak as hell.
I don't need your help.
Them is weak as hell.
Look at these.
Hold on, I got you, Swiper. Hold on, wait, relax, Swiper. I got you. Hold on. I'm getting to it. I sent these though. But I stand on this as well. These is weak as hell too.
Those
What
are
the hell
horrible.
No,
they
don't, Jordan. No, they don't.
Yo, they look like a shoe covered in ulcers. What are you talking about?
Those are $1,300 Balenciagas right there.
Bro, hold on. There's a criteria with this fashion stuff. But hold on.
Can I be honest with you for a second?
Hold on. There's a criteria with this fashion stuff though.
Those are shits right there. Them is.
But hold on. There's a criteria with this fashion stuff because you can't put a fashion shoe like that up against a sports shoe. Like that, that's a little different.
What?
Like, there's a criteria.
He's moving the goalposts. Don't let him do this. Don't let him do this. Next.
Because
He's capping.
Balenciagas. I'm not gonna put the sock Balenciagas.
Jordan, you are the apex goalpost mover. I should have known when I heard that Steve Nash, Rajon Rondo, that you wasn't gonna stand on business 7. Go ahead, put the next shoe up.
Ron, play these next ones. These next ones. These $1,200 Balenciagas. Chill.
What are those?
$1,200 Balenciagas.
Bro, y'all out y'all mind. Y'all would put them shoes on before y'all put the Shaq shoes on.
Those are horrible.
You cap your ass off.
Those are horrible,
bro. Somebody walked. Bro, I remember I had to wear Shaqs in the 5th grade because we was going through a tough time. And
he was there for you. While Michael Jordan was calling you broke. While Jordan was calling you broke, Shaq was there for you.
Now think about what you just said, Jordan.
Number one, I don't wear hype. I'm not a hype beast, bro. I wear what I want to wear. That's why my name is Drench Man. Go look that up. I wear what I want to wear. Look it up.
You just said no. Hold on. No, Ron, stop letting him change the story.
Wait, look at his name. Look at his name. While you saying you the best dressed in PC, his name is Drench Man.
Hold on. He just said
Drench Man.
When he was broke, Shaq was there, and Jordan was calling him broke. That's what he said. What he said. Michael Jordan was calling him broke when he was going through a tough time.
No, I didn't say that.
Shaq was your best friend.
No, he was not my best friend. No. Number one. I don't give a damn if I was broke or not. Michael Jordan ain't supposed to be there for me, or Shaq ain't supposed to be there for me.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We supposed to be there for each other.
I'm not looking for another man to save me. I'm not looking for another man to save me.
What are you talking about? We just had a conversation about this in the car.
I'm not looking for another man to save me. I'm not looking for another man to save me. That's crazy. You know the saying. You know the saying.
You're a child. What are you talking about? Another man? You are a baby.
Tough times make strong men. Good times make weak men.
Tough times with good help and good mentoring make strong men. Tough times with bad mentoring make horrible men. How about that?
Look up the Drench Man. Look up the Drench Man. Look up the Drench Man.
You're not looking for another man to save you. We all
when you were a child. When you were a child, chill. When you were a child.
Even as an adult, we all need help from somebody.
Help. I didn't say you don't need help. I said save. I'm not looking for another man to save.
So Jordan, if you was drowning, you wouldn't want my help.
I should know how to swim, bro.
Oh,
that sounds wild as hell, right there.
No, it don't. I should know how to swim. But
I'm about to put up this next link.
Just so you know that there's people who know how to swim who've drowned. Just so
right, facts.
All right, cool, but don't bring up this pick. Now, y'all want to make it to extreme. I'm talking about me wearing Shaqs, not about drowning.
I'm about to put up this next pick, and then y'all, we got 3 more teams we got to get to within the next hour. So we got to move on. But Swiper sent this to me.
Yeah, Jordan.
These are the Shaqs. They were $50.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
these are gonna fly though. Out of everything we put up, these are the best shoes.
Hater.
That's his
Jordan,
best shoe.
look at that. You are a hater. Don't look like some LeBrons.
No,
these is fly.
They look like LeBron.
I'm questioning your fashion thing.
These are
they all right though. They all right though. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They all right. They all right. That's cool.
And then they're giving you the style option.
That's okay. If those were $200, Jordan, you buy right now.
Bro, I'm not the guy. I don't know if y'all know this. I'm not the guy.
So these is rag Jordan?
Them trash. Them look like Jayson Tatum.
They look
J's.
like LeBron.
Trash.
Those look like LeBron.
They look like Jayson Tatum. J's look like that, and they trash.
Hold up. The ones up top is all right though, Jordan. You wear those.
The ones what?
These.
All right.
You wear these ones at the top.
No, they're decent. They're decent. I wouldn't wear them gray ones.
These are right for real.
No, go to the gray ones. Zoom
Jordan,
in on those.
I'm gonna buy some Shaqs for next weekend, and I'm gonna cook you with some Shaqs.
They bust the bricks.
I'm gonna cook you with some $30 Shaqs. Some
Shaquilles.
with no
$30 chill. Hit up Shaq and tell him we need some kicks, man.
That's a fact.
No,
tell him we'll bring the Shaqs back.
Bro, I want Shaq to drop a haul off and swipe a house. I want Shaq to drop a haul off and swipe for the rest of your existence. Put them shorts on, them thigh hugging shorts on, and then put them Shaqs on there.
Chill.
And then put them Shaqs on there.
That's cool with me. I'll make it work.
Put fit of the day. And put fit
chill,
of the day.
Chill. You've been around me. You've been around me multiple times. I'll make it good wherever I go. Jordan, I ain't you. I ain't got to worry. I'll make it good wherever I go, brother. I can put on whatever. Every time I walk in the room, hey, chill. Tell me I'm lying. Every time I walk in the room, I'm the man. I don't tell you. I can put on some Shaq, some K switches, some Payless, Swiper and Foe.
If I ain't in there,
Swiper and Foe. Swiper and Foe.
K-Swiss decent. K-Swiss
Hey,
decent.
Jordan, me versus you, Swiper and Foe.
You crazy. In what? You better look up the Drench Man.
Sweet.
Hey, you better look up the Drench Man, not the
Jordan,
French
you ain't
man.
won an argument since
you better look
PC.
up. Sweet. You better. That's cool. You better look up the Drench Man, not the French man. Now.
So are we gonna have to do a fashion show next PC weekend?
Yeah.
Is that
fashion show?
I didn't know it was gonna turn into this, but
you're not beating me in no fashion show. You're not beating me in no fashion show, Swiper. You're not beating me in no fashion.
Jordan, when I win, I'm taking all them jerseys off your wall. Every one of them.
You are crazy. You are crazy.
I think it's interesting to Ox point.
Crazy.
We them shoes that you just showed me, that was $1,300 just for one pair of those shoes. I mean, Shaq
I wouldn't have bought them shoes either, though.
Just so you know, Shaq did $400 million in sales last year. Shaq
not about the money.
Shaq is clearly providing
about the money.
That's crazy. I didn't even know people were still buying Shaqs. That's
the point. This is the point I'm making. The fact that he's providing a service for people, like everybody doesn't have to.
I salute that.
I'm fortunate enough that I can afford a pair of Jordans. I'm fortunate enough that I can afford to dress nice.
Don't make this about that. Don't make this about that. Because it's not about that.
That's exactly.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm not hating on a man. I'm not hating
enough to know Ron for him to send me some shoes.
I help a lot of people freely. I do that. I am like that guy. I do that. It's not about that. Don't make it about, oh, he's doing this. I'm never knocking that. All I'm saying is I don't like them.
Okay, so we'll leave it there then. All right, bet.
But you said that Jaylen Brown ain't gonna change the game before he got started. That was where this whole thing started.
Yes, I don't think that he's going to change the game, but it's not about his vision or his purpose. I salute that. All I'm saying is, I said it when Ox brought up. I said I agree with Ox. If his point is to do what he want to do, that's cool. I'm great with that.
City, do you know why my shorts fit like that? Because I'm not petite. I don't know what to tell you, bro. If I was wrong, it'd be a different story.
You can buy bigger shorts. What are you talking about?
Extra large.
Didn't nobody tell you to put on them hoochie daddy shorts? Hey, who are you trying to impress?
Don't shake your head, chill. What you doing this for?
From Ox.
What's that about?
You're a football player, though. That's how football.
I'm XL.
Chill.
XLs.
Bro,
chill. You grew up wearing shorts that high too. You don't wear them
fleece shorts. They're XL Nike fleece shorts.
Bro, You do not wear Hoochie Daddy shorts with Shaq Daddy shoes. You don't do that.
Why are they Hoochie Daddy?
Jordan, Hoochie Daddy with Shaq Daddy?
Jordan,
that's the new combo, yo.
So you can see what they look like. Because they're big. They're not small. I'm just bigger than you. That's the difference. I just ain't small. I ain't a little boy. Feel me? I'm not a little boy.
You know football niggas are though. They wear them little shorts, the crop tops and shit. You know.
But that's cool though. You can wear that. Put some ones on. Put some ones on. Put some Air Force Ones on.
I wore the Brads and the Concords with them, but I had some other shoes too.
Why you didn't wear them with Shaqs?
I don't have Shaqs. I don't have them.
Oh my God, the myth, the legend is arguing. He don't own
no, because Ron sends me my shoes. He ain't sent me Shaqs before. Ron got the connect. He got the connect.
So you don't want to go buy black man shoes? You don't want to go buy black man shoes? You see how I flipped that now?
I'm about to get 714. I'm going to send you some Jaylen Browns too.
Stop with that light. Chill. And I guarantee you, I'm getting some 714s. I'm going to get them.
Hold on, Swiper. You don't want to go buy black man shoes, Swiper?
I'm about to get
Swiper Jordan. Chill is right. We do got to move on. We got 3 more teams to get into. Swiper, appreciate you for coming through. Swiper. The next team that we about to get into is the Milwaukee Bucks. I need you guys to tell me, how do you feel about the offseason moves that Milwaukee has made and what you think about them going into next year?
They still didn't address the issue of the 5 spot. Brook Lopez is long in the tooth. I don't know how much longer he got left. They still didn't address the wing spot to protect Damian Lillard. I'm not sure if Damian Lillard is committed on the defensive end. Giannis is still in his prime. Sure, I might be a little bit worried about that non-contact injury, but in the end, what this is going to boil down to is, can they guard? Can they protect Damian Lillard? Because he is the guy that everybody is going to hunt. We already know that Damian Lillard is a bucket getter. We know that Damian Lillard can score with the best of them. He's a season removed from averaging 32 a game. That was good enough for 3rd in the league. Right, he was 32 and like 6 or 7, so he was good enough for that. He gets over to Milwaukee, and his numbers go down. He still started in the All-Star game, but the difference is that he has now been more hunted than ever. And in that division alone, with Tyrese Halliburton, with Donovan Mitchell, they go after him, and that exposes him to the rest of the league. It's not that they don't know about him already. That exposes them to the rest of the league. I'm already on record saying, as good as Giannis is, and I think Giannis is going to have an MVP caliber season this year, they're fool's gold, because the league guard spot, that's where the biggest hole is.
I mean, they're probably the best team in the division. I think Giannis might be I think he might be in a different form this year. I see like an MVP type season from Giannis this year. It's going to be about Dame, what he can do, how he's willing to play with Giannis, what he's going to bring if he's focused this year. I know that people keep saying he didn't. I don't know what they said, that he didn't work out last summer or something because he was scared to get hurt or some shit like that. I don't know. But if he's focused this year, ready to ball, and if they can find some perimeter defense and keep Chris Middleton healthy, I think the Bucks are easily the best team in this division. It's gonna be on Dame. Dame got to come to ball.
Easily. I would kind of agree with I agree with Oxford being the best team in the division, but I do agree with Chill that they haven't addressed a center problem. They definitely need somebody besides, like, they can keep Brook Lopez, but you definitely need another person behind them. You need to beef up that front line for sure. Like, you can keep him because Brook Lopez is surprising. Sometimes Brook Lopez look bad, and then sometimes you're like, God damn, that's Brook. Mm-hmm. So, but you need that insurance policy, especially if you're not gonna play Giannis at the 5 or Bobby Portis can't really play the 5. So I think you need an insurance policy with that. But I agree with Ox that they're gonna be the best team in the division.
They do got 2 guys on their roster who I don't know who they are. But I'm looking at it. They got a rookie from Vanderbilt. His name is Liam Roberts. He's a 7-footer. And they got another dude. I can't even pronounce his name. He's a 7'1" dude.
Porzingis sucks. He sucks.
Garbage?
Porzingis? Oh, that's who you're talking about?
Yeah, he sucks.
Okay. He's a 7'1" dude as well. Then obviously they got Brook Lopez.
Jordan, what you talking about? So are you telling me he's just big for nothing? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, he trash. For sure, trash.
Come on, man. You can't just be big for nothing.
No, he big for nothing. He trash though. Nah, I'm serious. He was in. I think he was in Washington. Before last year, maybe I want to say he trash though for sure.
Just big for nothing.
All right, Swiper, how you feel about the Bucks?
Who's all in their division?
Cleveland,
Indiana.
Chicago, Detroit, Indiana, Milwaukee.
That's a division?
Yes, sir. That's the Midwest division. I'm sorry, the Central division. I apologize. Not the
6
Midwest.
teams. Is that,
Cleveland,
There's 5 teams.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
Chicago, Indiana, Detroit, Milwaukee.
I mean, Indiana can probably win that division. I mean, they're just going to get better. So it's going to be them or the Bucks. Indiana's a problem for the Bucks. I mean, there's no way around that.
And where does that problem start, Swiper?
Their defense. They cannot guard Indiana.
Tyrese Halliburton makes a beeline to Dame.
Mhm.
He makes a beeline to him.
Mhm.
And they mismatch hunt. Indiana mismatch hunts. When I watch Indiana and Milwaukee, I've watched a couple of their games because they don't have any. Because Hunt, not Hunter. Why am I thinking? What's the big guy's name that I think is soft? Turner.
Miles.
Whenever they get him switched on to Giannis goes after him. Giannis doesn't make it. But the same thing happens, Swiper. The exact same thing happens with Tyrese Halliburton and Dame. He looks at Dame like, this dude can't stay in front of me, and I'm going to exploit their defense, and I'm going to put a hole in their defense.
Don't Dame do the same thing to him?
No,
Right, I was just about to say that.
No.
no. Mm-mm.
Giannis not going. Giannis not
He
going. Hunt.
could. He
Giannis
100% could.
Giannis going to average 40 points a game in that series in the regular season.
He 100% could. Didn't he put a 60 ball on them?
64 and then a 40 and a 44. 64.
I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So y'all start talking about somebody
But
beelining to somebody
they
like
lost both of those games because they could not stop anybody.
Right.
Indiana just got speed and they got shooters. And now they got, Pascal on that roster too. They got a nice team.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, before we get to Indy, shout out to the Bucks. They made a couple offseason moves. They got Gary Trent. They got Torian Prince. They drafted AJ
Shout out my
Johnson.
man TP solid.
But I gotta ask you guys from last year. Well, before I ask you this, who is the X factor or the player you're most looking forward to watching with the Milwaukee Bucks?
TP.
You're most looking forward to watching him, or you're saying he's the X factor?
Most looking forward, but whatever.
Okay.
But I think TP solid. He can do what he's supposed to do over there. They'd be a way better team. Good defender too, by the way.
The X factor for the Milwaukee Bucks is the health of Chris Middleton. If Chris Middleton can give me flashes of what he was,
Art's crazy.
And be solid, if he could give me flashes of what he was and be solid, then I think that he could be a big deal to what they're doing. A big deal.
Swiper?
See how DeLon Wright fit next to everybody, I guess.
Oh, forgot about DeLon White.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what you got?
Who's the X Factor?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Arch Prime is the X Factor.
That one is a little wild.
No, Arch Prime is not the X factor, Ox. He the franchise.
And he's saying Kyle Lowry would be proud. That's crazy.
So
Crazy.
Arch Prime sent through $100 super chat. He said PC Weekend was fire. I never thought Mars and Gifted did so much squats before Lowry would be proud.
Yikes.
What does that mean, Ron?
You don't want to know.
It's the BBL thing.
Yeah, that's BBL Lowry.
BBL Mars and Gifted is what are you saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Arch is a sick dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But it's not Arch though. Who is that again?
That's Arch
Bam.
Prime.
That's Bam in Asia. I've narrowed it down, Jordan. It's one of them two. It's probably both of them.
Somebody said,
Hey, Ox, since we're on the subject, I know we got to move on, Ron, but Ox, I'm coming to see you. Okay, Ox. Okay.
What you talking about the Liberty and the Aces now?
You got motion.
Thursday. Hey, Thursday is going down, Ron. As long as Kia Stokes is ready to bang with Jonquel, chill. Not stop Jonquel, not give her anything back, just bang with her. If her and Megan Gustafson could just bang with Jonquel a little bit,
We got motion.
come on. Hey,
got
Aces in this many.
Sabrina got something to
Really,
say.
I want to
It's only a 3-game series.
I thought this was 5.
I think it's 3-3-5. It might be 3-5-5. Actually, you're right. It might be 3-5-5.
This is 5.
It's 5.
Yeah, this one's
Okay,
5. This
cool,
one's 5.
cool.
Yeah. Come on. Ace is 3-1.
You got motion, Ox.
Look. Sabrina had a hell of a game. What she dropped? 37 last night.
38.
36. She was getting busy, but Jackie not going for that. Right? Like Jack not going for that.
There ain't nothing Jackie could do.
All right.
It ain't nothing Jackie could do but get her kufi blown off. That's it. Get that cat peel back. That is it.
Tiffany Hayes not going for that.
Jordan. You know, Jordan, like, get your weave snatched.
Okay. All right.
You got action.
Hey, they all over that. And they not going for that. Like they're gonna make they just not going for that. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to run a poll right now. I'm gonna ask you guys who is going to win, the Las Vegas Aces or the New York Liberty. I'm excited for this series. I can't wait. Jordan, Swiper, who's you guys' predictions for this series?
Aces.
Ace.
Yeah, Aces.
Damn, everybody picking the Aces? Chill, who you got?
I'm taking the Liberty.
See, Chill.
Yeah,
Smart man.
Hey, Chill really hoping it's the Liberty because he don't want Asia to catch up with the visa.
No, Asia don't want to catch. Not Asia. Vegas don't want to see them. That's the difference.
Chill know what Asia gonna do in the visa. He don't want to see that.
Damn, boy. She just I don't know, man. And I know we got to move on, Ron, but I just feel like every time she touched the ball, something good about to happen. Every time she
we don't got to move on. We talking good ball right now.
Finally,
we talking some good ball.
I see what you did, Ox, and I like that.
Every time she touched the ball, whether
I like
it's in the mid post, whether it's in the mid post, whether it's at the mid range, whenever she touched the ball, I just feel like something good about to happen. I don't know what.
Asia on the visa.
Every time, Asia. Every time she touched the ball,
right.
I just feel like something good is gonna happen. And when don't get her cleaning glass and making that beeline from rim to rim. Don't get her doing that. Because Chelsea looking for her. Mm-hmm. Jackie's looking for her. She's running right to the rim. She don't even have to ask for it. They already see her running. They already see her running. So
chill when the Aces, I know when the Aces go small too, when they bring Alyssa off the bench and they can put her at the 4 and Aces at the 5, Kill on the bench and Megan on the bench, they're way too fast. Like Stewie and Jaquel can't run with Asia. Mm-hmm. Not for 40 minutes. They cannot run with Asia. Jaquil gonna be looking like this.
The difference in this game,
they cannot run with her, Ron.
And she's gonna be looking like you trying to keep up with Dale.
Why don't you stop? Why don't you stop?
So you wasn't having a problem trying to keep up with Dale?
Ain't nobody buying that.
The difference in this series is the thing that I've been telling you all year about Vegas. They make a beeline to Kelsey. They make a beat, and Sabrina's going to go after her, and they're going to continuously put her in.
Hayes is for.
Yeah,
but chill. The thing about that, the difference between Kelsey is that at least she does compete on the defensive end, but she's going to make up for it in her passing and shooting. She's going to make up for it. She'll give them back. But Tiffany Hayes is going to have to play. She's going to have to play. And she's going to have to cover up for Kelsey. But Jackie's not going for none of that 36 for Sabrina type stuff.
See, here's the thing. Y'all focused on that series because it's been announced. I'm looking at what's inevitable in the other series.
Connecticut and
Connecticut in 5.
Woo, that's the series I can't wait.
That a sweep?
Connecticut in 5. No. It's not gonna be a sweep.
If he ain't going out.
If Alyssa thinks she's gonna push Nafisa around, let's get to the bottom of that right now.
He is gonna push her around.
If Alyssa thinks she's gonna push Alyssa around, Nafisa around, she got something else up. She got something else coming.
She's not gonna stop her, but she's gonna definitely have to get physical with her. She has to get physical.
Which is fine.
The one and Alyssa, they're gonna have to trap her. They're gonna have to do all types of stuff. Mm-hmm. But Ron, like I told you before, they got Marina for a reason.
All right.
We're gonna see. But all right, y'all.
If Marina and Kayla turn into a shootout at any point,
I got Kayla. I got Kayla. Marina got guns, but she don't want to shoot it out with Kayla.
Yeah. Shout out DeJournay.
Shout out
for real. Shout out DeJournay.
Baylor Bear.
Man,
we ain't shouting out for the same reasons. Baylor Bear.
Man, Ron, slick that up enough.
I really didn't know that. Swipe. I didn't
Yeah,
know
she was there with
she got screwed in the national championship. She got fouled last second shot in the national championship game versus North Carolina. She got hit aside of the arms.
Diddy and DeJounte was there together.
Yeah, do you remember Diddy? And Diddy hurt her. Didn't hurt her, but she came down on her back and couldn't walk for 3 months. And then came
not Diddy, folks.
Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy. Yeah, Diddy.
Hey, not Diddy. Just so y'all know, he's not saying Diddy. He's saying Diddy.
Diddy Richards.
Shout out Diddy too. You heard.
Whoa.
All right.
They both 6 foot, Ron. Wings, long.
Yeah, no, Diddy's bigger than 6 foot.
Bigger than that.
Yeah.
Diddy's
like
bigger than Ron.
6'3". Hey, no, for real. Me and Ox ran into the New York. Me and Ox ran into the New York Liberty.
Okay.
Last summer.
Y'all gotta say DD. Y'all gotta say DD. Because it sounds like
Diddy.
No, it sounds like Ox said Diddy.
Yeah.
He ran into Diddy too.
Chill. We can never have a serious conversation. We can never really talk ball.
Hey, Ox. Hey, what did Drake say? Never been the same, Ron?
Never been the same.
I'm just saying, y'all gotta say DD. Say her last name, DD Richardson.
Not Diddy. It's not the same. So,
but yeah, DD is she.
Where we at, Ron?
Like,
Milwaukee,
like 6'4".
Where we at? I think we was at Milwaukee.
Yeah, I like DD.
Now we off Milwaukee. Well, I got one more question about Milwaukee. Over or under? Do they win more than 49 games or do they win less than 49 games this year?
I think the Eastern Conference is going to be a lot better than what people, especially on the top. You can have. I think you could have 4 50-win teams. You can have 4 50-win teams: the Knicks, Celtics, Cleveland, and Milwaukee. That could happen. I think so. I don't think that's ridiculous to think you can have 4 50-win teams. No. I'm over. I've been out on Philly, Ox. You know that.
All right, you got over under 49 wins.
Over.
Okay, cool. The next team we're going to go to is the Indiana Pacers. How are we feeling about the Pacers going into next year? They have made a couple additions. They lost a couple players. But for the most part, they returned their core team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah, I think that they ain't sneaking up on nobody. Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ox. I'm sorry.
I would have to say that it's going to be between them and Cleveland, who's the second best team in this division. I think they're going to be fighting.
I got them third. I got the Pacers third still, right where they at. They ain't sneaking up on nobody.
With Pascal Siakam over there now, the Pacers are all right. I know you think Miles is soft, chill, and I've kind of started to come down on Miles a little more as time is going on, but I still think he's an adequate center. I definitely think he's a starting center on a real good team.
You can be now. Be clear, Ox. You can be good and still be soft. That could happen.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what he is. He's good and soft.
Yeah, no doubt. I just don't know if he's soft though.
I do. I think he's soft.
No, he's soft.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. I won't fight it. I just wasn't sure yet. Mm-hmm. I like Indiana though. As much as it just don't make sense to me though. It really well now Pascal's there. It makes sense, but before that, it just didn't make sense. I wasn't sure how Tyrese was getting that off over there, and I just wasn't. It just didn't look right. It
didn't look right because it
was hard for me to comprehend though, Ron. Like what I was seeing, I was like, nah, this ain't. You know what I'm saying? This something's up. You know, something is afoot.
Somebody trying to trick me.
Yeah,
I was in the airport. I was in the airport, and I was in the Indiana airport. They actually got the Indiana Pacers bar in there. So I'm in the Indiana Pacers bar on the way back to Seattle last night, and I'm talking to the chick. And I'm like, "Are you an Indy fan?" Yada yada yada. So we get to talking about the Pacers, and I was like, "The big thing is everybody slept on the players that Indiana got over here: Nembhard, Nesmith, who else? Nembhard, Nesmith,
Mathurin,
TJ McConnell. All of these guys, they kind of came out of nowhere. Even Obi Toppin. Nobody expected these guys to be good, but these are a good collection of players, and they showed you throughout the season, and they showed you in the playoffs. These dudes get busy. No,
I would say I expected Obi Toppin to be a good player because when you send him over there to Rick Carlisle does a lot for people game, bro. Like a lot for people game. He instantly makes you a better shooter. That's number one. That's one thing he's going to do is make you a better shooter. And I knew Nembhard would play good with Carlisle. Like one thing about Rick Carlisle, he's going to find what you do and maximize it.
That's what a coach.
Whether you like it or not, you might think you are more than a 3-and-D player. He like, no, bro, you're not no 3-and-D player. Your ass gonna do this. I mean, you might think a one-on-one player. He gonna say, nah, bro, your ass sit in the corner and you gonna shoot 38 from 3 this year.
Well, Jordan, that's the other part that confuses me because I don't feel that way about Rick Carlisle.
Nah, Rick Carlisle, legend.
I'm on the way other side of the spectrum with Rick Carlisle. I think he's super.
You don't like Rick Carlisle for one reason and one reason only.
That's not true. Not only that, but that's a big deal, Ron. But not only that, but the whole stuff with KP too. He could have really worked KP and Luka together.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
He's stuck in his old ways, Jordan.
I'm gonna tell you the truth though, and I could be very biased against Rick Carlisle because my best friend played for him and he gave him hell. Like I'm talking about off the court shit, like looking at him and saying, "I don't like your fucking hair," saying shit like that. Like I just don't like your fucking hair.
He
like,
just caught up in
he that type of dude. But when I take all my feelings and emotions out of it, he definitely is a player developmental coach. Like he's like that, bro. Like he coaches the X and O's great. But he will develop your game to where you can stay in the league. These players have a vision for how they think they could play.
I think we also got to take, and myself included. I think we need to take a quick step back here too, and also understand that we might be putting Indiana on a pedestal that they're not ready for. Now you play who's in front of you, and injuries is a part of the game. There's no excuses for that. There's no excuses for that. But I think we can also acknowledge that they pretty heavily overachieved, like not a little overachieved. They overachieved.
They went from a team that didn't make the playoffs to being in the conference finals. What's happening?
Absolutely. I don't think they do that next year without upgrading it.
Those teams were down. Those teams were down. Chill, like they weren't. They were a first round exit squad for sure.
Well, Ox, I want you to know too. They were the Patriots were hurt. Tyrese Halliburton was not healthy throughout the whole playoffs. Benedict Mathurin was not there. They were undermanned too.
Tyrese was playing though. Tyrese was at least
playing. But he wasn't. You could look at him and see he was a shell of himself, and he missed games as well. And then once again, I think Benedict Mathurin, I believe, is their second or third best scorer. Like isolation scorer, like give you the ball and go get a bucket. I believe he's their second or third best player. And so I'm saying like not having Benedict was major.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ron, mind you, like I said. I just want to just take a step back and remember.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
We don't want to put them somewhere that they don't belong, and then we get to thinking, oh, they weak. When in all actuality, they really are a 43-44 win team. You know, they are a easy second round out, and we're thinking that this team is supposed to be a conference finals contender or something. You know what I mean? And they're not that.
So that they got bounced in round one.
Right. So that's kind of what I want to know. Like, are we? Are they that good? You know what I mean?
No. I'm agreeing. And I think it's a different game. I think this is a different game. I think people didn't caught on to that. Like, what's his name was talking about the Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla was talking about how he felt like the Indiana series was the hardest series. Now with his mindset, with him thinking like that. Going into next season, you're not gonna take them lightly. You're gonna game plan for them, and you're gonna make their life a little bit tougher. You know what you're dealing with. Not just shit. These guys can play.
Right.
That ain't how it's gonna be.
Well, and that also, Jordan, that goes to your point that what happened with Sacramento, what happened with Oklahoma City last year. Like Indiana ain't sneaking up on nobody. We know who you guys are, and the idea that Rick Carlisle can maximize these guys, which he has done. Because Ox, you were saying that it just looks weird. Well, when you got a lead guard who can pass like Tyrese Halliburton, and they don't really run a lot of sets, right? They speed the game.
They got a system. They got a little system.
In the process of them speeding the game up, they simplify a lot of things. Obi Toppin, for example. Obi Toppin, run the floor, get to the long ball line, catch lobs. Like they ain't running away and protect him on defense for the limited amount of time that he's on the floor, right? So that works for them. You're not going to be able to hide that anymore because, okay, we've seen this group and we know who you are. We know who Tyrese Halliburton is. We know that you guys play fast. We know that you got arguably the best transition player in the game in Pascal Siakam. So we know that our transition defense has to get better. That's what Milwaukee is doing. That's what Cleveland is doing, right? That's what teams in that division are doing, and that's what they're doing in the Eastern Conference. So it looks a little bit different on the surface. Like, yo, how are these dudes averaging these many points? Well, because they ain't really slowing nobody down. They just running. That's all they're doing. They're just running all day long.
To play. But look for Jarace Walker to have a breakout year too. So that helps them out. They still going to be competitive. I'm telling you, Rick Carlisle can really coach, bro. Like as much as I hate to say it, but I'm just a realist. Like I don't care how my feelings feel about him. He can coach, bro. Like he do some uncommon things where some people like morally just don't agree with it. But he can coach. But I still got them worse than the Cavaliers.
You can have a guy who's a jack off, but he can coach his ass off.
That's him. That's Rick Carlisle. Like he's like that, bro. He's not. Right, he's not a nice guy.
So I gotta ask you guys: player on the Indiana Pacers you're most looking forward to, or the X factor of their team?
Jarace Walker for me. Jarace Walker for me.
Player you're most looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, I want to see how he breaks out and be the first round pick, the lottery pick that they got him, and they were really high on him when he was at U of H. Talking about really high on him. So I believe since they were that high on him, as long as Rick Carlisle's in agreement, because if he in agreement, he gonna make sure your life is miserable. But as long as he in agreement, I want to see him take a step forward.
Walker was on that. He was on that team that went to the Final Four.
The Final Four, yep.
He was on that team, right? Ron, I'm really interested to see Mathurin this season. Really interested to see him and see how much better he makes them. I'm a huge Nesmith fan. I love him. I love everything about his game. I love the fact he's coming out of college. But Mathurin is the guy that I feel like in that backcourt and on the wing, I feel like with his versatility, he gives them a different element. I still think they need to upgrade at the 5 spot though. I think they're if I'm being honest, Ron, they're a 5. They're a 6 seed, maybe a 5 seed. If I'm being honest.
Okay.
Do you Chill, what do you think about them drafting the guard from UConn, Newton?
Tristan Newton.
Tristan Newton. Man, if Nesmith might be playing too well, they don't want to pay Nesmith what they're gonna have to pay him.
Nesmith or Nembhard?
Naismith.
I think we're talking about two different guys, and that's not the.
So you add Tristan Newton to that. Why did they draft Tristan Newton?
Well, they drafted Tristan Newton for insurance.
More than anything.
For Nesmith.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the point I just brought up. The reason why they drafted him, and I'm saying you will see a guy like that. Carlisle will take a guy like that and put him and Nesmith on the same thing.
My guy is
got the high hand.
And Ron heard me talking about him earlier this summer. My guy is Freeman. My guy is Enrique Freeman. That's the guy, and he's a project right now. But moving forward, he's gonna be a big deal in that Indiana Pacers system.
He's pretty skilled though. I saw him a little bit in in college, but he's skilled. He's definitely skilled. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely skilled. He surprised a lot of people too.
Yo, Big Ox. In terms of X factor or a player you most looking forward to seeing with this Indiana Pacers team, which direction you going? Who you like?
Pascal Siakam.
As an X factor?
Why am I not surprised? Ox with them 6'8" wings. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it was either him or Miles, but really, I think Miles' job is pretty basic. Not easy, but basic. You know what you need from him. Pascal needs to do a little opposite of what he was doing last year, like being the leader. It's like you're supposed to come and be the guy. Like we talked about last year, how he wasn't really trying to take the final shots or this and that. I think he needs to kind of take that role. I think he needs to take the role as like, yo, we could ride me down the stretch, like in the fourth quarter, from where it's 7 minutes left to about 3 minutes left. Like, come on, I'm running the floor. You can give me the ball. You give me in ISO. I can face up and go. I can get us some buckets. And then just running in transition and being a good defender. If we can get that from him, I think that's gonna be that's good for him, and that'll help Tyrese a lot. Like, yo, Tyrese, you don't gotta do nothing but run the set. I'm gonna come off this little cross pick. I'm gonna catch the ball and I'm gonna go to work. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Just be ready to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like if I get doubled, I'll spin off or anything happens, just be ready to shoot. Get your hands ready, feet set, and let that thing fly. But other than that, bring it to me. Come on. Like that's the Pascal Siakam I want to see.
Okay. Yo, we got a super chat from Arch3. And apparently it's a little bit of tension going on in the Arch household or in the Arch family tree.
Sound like we got a problem, Ron.
Yeah. Arch 3 said, shame on you, Prime. That's Arch Prime he's referring to. He said, that's not a good way to represent us. Arch 2 and 4 told me you are not allowed outside anymore. Hey, Arch Prime, you better stay in the crib. It's looking like it's getting smoky outside. All right, y'all. We got one more team to get to, and it is the Chicago Bulls.
I don't think this is difficult, to be honest with you, Ron. It looks to me like they got a plan.
A plan?
It looks to me like they got a plan. They building this unit around Giddey, Kobe White, and Basellis. That looks like that's the core of the unit right there. With the Somu, if Pat Williams can stay healthy, they got building blocks. I think it's time to move off of Vooch. I think it's time to move off of Zach LaVine. I think you already got rid of Drummond. DeMar's gone. Lonzo Ball. If Lonzo Ball can play good enough by the trade deadline, you can get something for him. You can move off of him. But this is the core of your unit with Giddey, White, and Basellis. That's the core of your unit. And if you tell people that, because one thing I found out in cities like New York, Chicago, but don't bullshit these people. Let them know this is what we have and this is who we're building around. They'll get behind you. Don't tell them people that this is a playoff team. Don't tell them people that we're trying to get into playoffs, because we all know that ain't true. We know that that's not true.
Yeah, y'all know I'm high on Basellis. I actually think he's gonna be the best player out of this draft. That's how high I am on him.
Yeah, I disagree with you, but
if I'm them, I'm putting a lot of chips behind him. Also, too, I'm high on Josh Giddey too. I thought Josh Giddey was good last year. I damn near thought y'all ran him out of OKC.
They did.
But no, I'm not saying he was the best fit. Obviously, it was fit concerns, but I'm high on Giddey. You give Giddey the ball, Giddey gonna do his job. And I mean, Kobe White, he bought out last year, so chill. I'm not mad at those three guys. My biggest thing is, okay, so if this is the case, what are we doing with Lonzo Ball? What are we doing with Zach LaVine? And what are we doing with Vucevic? Vucevic not as much a concern as the other two guys, but it's just like, what are you doing with these other guys? I still think Zach LaVine has some type of trade value, and I don't understand why they can't move him. I think if Lonzo gets healthy, they should be able to move him. But that's my only concerns is how do you transition from these older players to these newer guys?
You can get ran out of you could get ran out of a city by no fault of your own. So Josh Giddey needs the basketball. We already got a guy who has the basketball in his hands. Josh Giddey wants to be the primary ball handler and playmaker. We already got a guy who does that. Now, that's no fault of his own. The fact that, he wasn't able to perform like he can, he's going to be able to get an opportunity to do that with the Bulls because he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot more than he did in Oklahoma City. And when you hear getting ran out of a city, that doesn't mean that, kick this dude out of here, get him out of here. No, it's all right. We got the guy. We got the guy that does what you do. That's why we're coming off you.
Yo, talk to me, Ox and Jordan. Let me know how you guys feel about the Bulls going into next year.
I got them the worst team in the conference. I got them like bottom 5
in the conference or the division or conference.
Garbage.
Got them bottom 5 in the bottom 5 in the NBA. Bottom 5 of the NBA.
So they're the worst team in the East. They worse than Brooklyn.
Yeah. Zach LaVine not gonna play, bro. Zach LaVine will play for a little bit, and then that's why he's not tradable, bro. Because he up and down. It's like no team really want to deal with that. Like,
you think they're worse than Washington?
They will be. Like they will be. They're gonna trade Vucevic too, and that's gonna make them even worse.
I don't think they're worse than Brooklyn. I don't.
Just take Zach LaVine off that team, bro, because he's not gonna play. With Zach LaVine, you might have a case, but without him, take him off, bro.
I think Zach gonna play though.
I think he's gonna play for a little bit, and then he's gonna start pouting, and then he's just gonna get that syndrome to where he look like, man, what the hell's wrong with him today?
Yeah, so it was a report that came out that I read. It said Zach LaVine is not gonna get in the way of the younger players. He's not gonna try to stunt their growth.
You know what that means?
You know what that means? You're on your way out.
He's gonna help him.
You on your way out.
What type of report is that?
Who
do you talk to get that report? Who
his
said
agent? His agent.
But why would that even be a conversation? How? That's what I'm saying. If I have to, but if I have to say something like that, like what I have to report to you, hey man, my client's not going to get in the way of these guys. What? What do you mean?
That sound like
on your way out.
Listen, you want to date other people? I ain't gonna get in the way of that. Let me get out.
That's what they saying. And you know why he's saying that?
That's like me. That's like, oh no, like, but why?
They don't believe
why is
him
that even
no
a conversation? I'm saying, why is that even a conversation?
No,
how was he going to get in the way? Like, I'm just confused about how.
Because he's here. Because he's here.
They don't believe in him no more.
Because
they don't believe in him at all no more.
I'm not sure if maybe just maybe I don't know. Maybe.
No, I know what you're talking about. How did we get to you saying, hey, listen, I'm not going to get in the way of these young guys developing. I'm not going to get in the way of these guys being better players. What question was asked to make you say that? Like,
why
what was
would
the conversation?
Yeah. Why would you and how would you? What's going on here? Why is this things that need to be reported?
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, it's the agent, bro. The agent is they having issues with him trying to trade him. They wanted to trade him. That already give you a sour.
That contract is crazy,
thing. Yes, and they trying to trade you, and nobody finds the value in that. So now he got to try to say something that save face for him on the back end. I'm not gonna get in the way of the young guys developing because I'm this wholesome guy. But you're really not. You're really gonna get out there and then you're gonna be pouting, and then you're not gonna play well, and then nobody really wants you. Don't nobody really want you. So you better say something that's that sound like you a good humanitarian guy. You better say that because that's the only thing that's going for your ass. You finna be out the league. Telling you, bro, guys like that, they get them out the league.
Nah, Zach, it's always gonna be a place for Zach. As long as he can run fast and jump high, there's always gonna be a place for him. He ain't gonna
shoot the hell out that ball too.
Yeah, he ain't
that much money.
And on top of that,
after that much money.
Well, but even still, he's not one of them. He's not one of those guys that he's not one of those guys that's problematic. What I mean when I say problematic is like you ain't got to worry about turning on the TV and there's some nonsense going on. You ain't got to worry about hearing him being a bad locker room guy. Like you don't hear that kind of stuff about him. So nah, as long as he can run fast, jump high, and still knock down that J, like Ron said, it's a spot.
Getting older, too much money. Bro, Zach LaVine is just, bro, his attitude on the basketball court, it's like it's disappointing. His disappointment.
Here's the thing, though, Jordan, when you suck, it kind of gets in your, it seeps.
No, he played like that everywhere he go, though.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't play like that in Minnesota. No, he didn't.
He did play like that in Minnesota. You're like, okay, Zach LaVine's supposed to turn the corner. When he gonna turn the corner? Oh, let's trade him. Let's see if he turned the corner with DeMar DeRozan. He didn't turn the corner.
All right,
so Vince Carter, or worse.
Who are you most looking forward to seeing play for the Chicago Bulls this season?
Josh Giddey for me.
Nobody.
I'm gonna pay attention to the Euro Bacelis.
Lonzo Ball for me.
Josh Giddey.
Lonzo Ball for me.
Matas Bruzelis. I can't wait to see him lace him up and get busy in the league this year. I got him as rookie of the year. So we gonna see. Matas, it's your time up in Chicago. But all right, y'all, we have super chats. So let's go ahead and make these happen. Kwabe said, bro said a generation doesn't care about the meaning of things, just to hate without even knowing the meaning behind the shoe or knowing what the shoe looks like is peak ignorance.
I just think people need to. I think why when you criticize someone, why you automatically got to be a hater? like I just don't like it. Like it doesn't make me a hater. I have no reason to hate a person. Like if I seen Jaylen Brown and he asked me, do I like his shoe? I would tell him no. I wouldn't be a fan. But I would say, Jaylen Brown, I appreciate you. Good NBA player. I just don't like your shoe. Like I'm not a hater. Like I think people throw that around because they don't like criticism. But criticism is a part of life. I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
Goose said Jordan didn't even see the shoe before he started hating. What's wrong with wanting ownership of your own product? Everyone doesn't want to be a multi-billion-dollar monopoly.
Yeah, I said I agree with Ox. If you don't want to be a multi-billion-dollar monopoly, like they saying, you don't want to do that, I think it's cool. But if you want people to be inspired and to do what you're doing and to, support that, and me, this is my opinion. I'm not hating. I just don't see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not.
My thing with that is this like we don't know if he wants to be a multi-billion-dollar company or not. My thing is, I got a $500 million damn near. You know, like
for sure.
Jaylen Brown is paid, so he don't have to go take that $50 million from them. He can go start his he's in a privileged position to start his own thing, and he doesn't have to want or need something from somebody else. So it's like it's just a move that makes sense for me.
I guess so, but I'm saying as far as the hating part, let's talk about the what, when, where, and how. Why do I need to hate on Jaylen Brown? I don't know him. He don't know me. That's just me. That's just my idea. Like, I hate when people do that. This is why you can't criticize people, because they automatically assume hate. But if you got to say, if I'm hating on you, you got to give me the reason why. Why am I hating on you? I don't have no reason why. That's just how I think it.
DeSarmo said, compare my resume at 27 to Jordan, who never won one at 27. Compared to LeBron, who had won one. Drew Hanlon on Tatum's message to him.
Let's just stop it. We already talked about that.
DSG Piccolo said, was Marbury the face of the league when he was doing this thing with Starberry?
He was close to it. He was a good face. He was a good face for sure. He was that guy.
He was a terrible face. He left his man stranded in Minnesota.
He did, but you thinking personal. But him having that tattoo and him being Marbury Starberry, why you think he got that name? Marbury Starberry. Why you think he got that name?
Because he left
his
man stranded.
Ox never just so you know, Ox never forgave him for that, by the way.
A lot of people never forgave him for that. I seen the interview he did with Carmelo Anthony too. A lot of people never forgave him for that.
Yeah.
Peso McFly said people get clowned for wearing Team J's. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's what I was saying earlier. People talk about you put a Jordan sign on there. No, bro. I'm not gonna say it, but there's a certain demographic that you get called when you just pick up a Jordan shoe. Now, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But whatever. Like, Team Jordans are terrible.
It's a lot of them Team J is good to hoop in though.
I agree. I think CP3 is good to hoop in.
I wouldn't know.
I hooped in a pair of them my freshman year. That was fire too.
Alan L said, hot take, Tatum's MVP window is shut at this point.
Look, comments know what time it is.
Teddy Hart said, someone said Wemby. Good point. Non-All-Star. Think they was talking about
that was the ones.
Lee Mack said top five non-All-Star point guards of all time.
Top 5. Damn, I got to think about that.
Jamal Murray could be one.
Top 5 non-All-Star point guards. Yikes.
Andre Miller made the All-Star team?
Never.
I got Andre Miller
on there too, for sure.
Andre Miller on there.
Top 5 non-All-Star. I got to think about that one.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get back to you on that one, Lee Mack. Appreciate you for sending that through. Cade might be in there too. Alan L said Cade better not learn anything from Tim Hardaway Jr.
Alan, why would I not learn anything from a dude that's been in the league for 11 years? Never been in trouble. What is going on? Who's never because his shot is off. So that's the problem. I can't teach you how to be a pro because there's other things besides being on the court. I do have to teach you how to be a pro. Damn, you dudes think that it's just basketball. It's not.
Marcus FRM 626 said, chill. The Cavs will get smoked by Indiana.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Brax the Bandit said, do you remember chill before July and September? FIFA Boy said over or under 10 months till PC release PC weekend footage.
They already started releasing it when we was there. So, nah, this definitely coming out quicker.
Quabe said, this dude just hating for no reason, laughing my ass off.
Hey, I got one thing to respond to that. Number one, if you looking for another man to save you all the time, you might end up at one of them parties you ain't supposed to be at, bro.
You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there.
Hey, take my advice, brother. That's all I'm telling you.
You don't want to be there, yo. Hell no.
Kundra said, that's exactly what you said.
Whatever.
Brax the Bandit said, Jordan only supports shit when it's popping.
No, it ain't. That's why my name is Drenchman, not the Frenchman, brother. I do what I want to do whenever I want to do it, brother. I do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it, man. I'm just letting you know that. I ain't never been a hype beast. I do what I want to do.
Conjurer said he's traumatized. Wrap it up.
Hey, that's a fact. I would agree with that. That's a fact. I walked into school with them shacks on in the 5th grade, and we was hooping. And somebody on the sideline yelled, "Hey, he got on shacks!" And I'm like, "He talking about me? I'm the only one out here." And ever since that day, I went on a mission. I can't do that no more.
Indy City C said thigh hugging shorts with the shacks is crazy.
It's wild as hell, especially with them shorts. If Swiper had on, especially if Swiper had those on, if he'd had on some shacks, I'm good though. I ain't never gonna talk bad about my peoples. So
I'm about to cop some shacks.
Hey, throw some ones on. I was talking about Air Force Ones, by the way, not Jordan ones, Air Force Ones. But
Ron, just don't be showing all that thigh meat.
Thigh meat is crazy. Why you gotta add the meat to it at the end? The thigh meat is crazy.
Last but not least, old dude capping for old dude. That's a hell of a picture too. He said Jordan did a great job on the Cavs analysis. He cooked Chill. If Mobley don't go up to 18-10 next season, he is cooked too, like Chill.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing on Chill, man. Don't do that. Don't pin us against each other. Not on Chill.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. It was an amazing show. We will see you again tomorrow. Y'all pull up tomorrow because we're gonna be talking about the Pacific Division. This should be fun. Oh no. Atlantic Division. That should be even better.
Long as we ain't talking about Atlanta, I'm straight. Ox, long as we ain't talking about Atlanta, I'm good. Because that means we ain't got to talk about Trae Young. Because you know what
Atlantic, not Atlanta.
Right. Those two things are not the same, right? Those two things are not the same. As long as we ain't got to talk about them dudes. So you know what time it is.
The next time I hear Trae Young brought up while you run, I'm just leaving.
Gone.
Trae Young.
See you later.
I had a debate with
Trae Young.
Oh my God. Ice cold.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Later.